Deleted.
His horrible, horrible, horrible penis.
Deleted.
Jordan, I'm asking you. I'm asking you right now.
Yeah.
Was that video privated?
It's gone.
Jorrun.
Deleted.
Okay, so this is definitely a JORRLY stream because we're gonna start this stream off with an apology. I set up the stream to be, I had it all prettied and set up and all the people, and I wanted to mess up. It's fine. It's fine. I'll fix it later. I'll fix it later. It's fine. Hello. Hi, everybody. This has been such a day for me, but it's fine. Happy JORRLY. Today, well, tonight, we're gonna start with the Stephanie call, the last one, and we're gonna do some other Jorrun stuff. I have some interesting palette cleansers to play. Who do I got here? I got Slash, Pussy Destroyer, Vast Ravioli, Justin McRazors, Polynomial Purebred, Cookie Whoopie Pie, Kim S is 100% a bully. What's up, bullies? Eureka's mom. Hello. Is it Eureka or Warika? I wonder. So I think there's like two ways to say it. But anywho, is here to party here? Or are the most worst, are you here to partay? That's the question. But how are you guys? I've been good. I'm still so booked and blessed. Closed one show and just started another one. It hasn't opened yet, but my dumbass, I like tripped. I was the first way. Okay. Cool. Thanks, Eureka. So I went to work yesterday and I saw the designer run for the show. It's very hilarious. And I had to collect all the props and furniture that are going to be brought from the rehearsal space to the theater. I was picking up this like prop shelf, and I was on the sidewalk, and then the truck was on the street. I misstepped and thought I was still on the sidewalk, and I wasn't, and I totally rolled my left ankle and I bashed my knee on the fucking concrete. It's so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing. But it's fine. It's fine. Cookie Whoopie Pie, hello. Hello, Chad. Just one day, Jorrun or Lorne. If I had to pick one, I know, right? You'd swear I was like drunk. That was such a stupid move. That was such a drunk thing to do. Getting like cuts, and that brings me back to like college, like getting cuts and scrapes on like my fucking knee and elbow and shit. Drunk again, I see. I hate when I do that. I hate when I schedule streams. Anyway, I'm gonna stop complaining. It's fine. Okay, so we're gonna start. You know what? I want to start with something else, actually. Just to kind of get into the Jorrun mood. Squeaks and Slash streamed earlier. They played the original Perry reaction to Jorrun's roast, but I had the channel in the description. It's fine. I'll fix it. But this is, I'm sort of kind of bored. Second channel, Melancholy Mood. And this has to be like one of my top favorite things. Just the cutting, anyway, we'll see. Oh, Chipper Grandson Slash is so bad at streaming. Not as bad as me. Not as bad as me. Okay, so we'll do that. The Stephanie chat, the last one, it's not that long, so we'll definitely do some more Jorrun stuff after this. Okay. Oh wait, I want my, hold on. I swear I don't stream for like 2 weeks and then I'm like a newborn kid, like not knowing how to function at all. Let's get my background music going. Okay, so we got that started. The opening song was Another Kind of Mine, featuring the Dom De Lieta. Gone, deleted. He's got some good Jorrun shit. He's a cool guy. All right, let's do it. Hi, Allison Marie Armstrong.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for the host of the roast tonight, Mr. Jorrun Comedy. Let me begin by saying, friends, Romans, Lornographers, lend me your ears. I come here tonight not to praise Armstrong, but to roast him. Lauren, you're looking a little confused. That was a quote from William Shakespeare. I know for sure you've never heard of him before. It is my pleasure tonight to make fun of this man. And I use the word man as loosely as fucking possible.
He looks like bald down fucking Barrett.
Why am I wearing shades?
Yeah,
My blue eyes are my superpower.
Hi, Clementine.
With eyebrows like
So
a
good to be
fucking
here tonight.
alien.
Lauren, you are legendary for getting people's names wrong. Absolutely legendary. Which is why we now have a member of the community known as Andy Burcat. Ridiculous.
You're not funny.
So, I'm gonna help you out. My name is Jorrun. That's Jor, rhymes with or, and run, which is what you would do if any of us ever came down to Bumfuck Mini to look for your ass.
Not funny.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Not funny.
Ugh. Lauren, let me tell you a little bit about me. I'm better than you in every conceivable way.
Hi, Squeaks. Eelrig.
Does that sound conceited? Does that sound like I'm full of myself? You know,
Shut up,
I
shut
feel
up,
like
shut up.
it'd be
What's the
wrong
punch?
if I was talking about another man that way, but I'm not talking about a man, I'm talking about Lauren fucking Armstrong. Which is why I'm trying to get all you guys to call him an ogre.
Where's the punch?
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Makes
Lauren,
no
let me
snake.
run down the list real quickly. I'm smarter than...
I wonder how Jorrun would actually, how he would. This is your third time hearing this today. I'm not tired of it. See, Allison said, oh no, not Allison. Who said that? Someone said, like, what's gonna happen when we find him not funny anymore? Oh, Cookie Weep Pie. Does anyone ever get sad one day Jorrun will not be funny to us anymore? Yeah, I know for me personally, once I'm kind of over with something, I'm kind of over it, but I'm not at this moment, so I'm gonna enjoy him. But how do you guys think Jorrun would react if he had like a heckler at one of his shows while he was doing comedy? I think he would do exactly what this video is doing, just ignoring it, because usually, like, when you're a comedian, you're gonna get hecklers. It's a thing. But if you're a good comedian and a good improv actor, you could volley with this person, and then you can actually embarrass them. But Jorrun does not have the skills.
Than you, I'm better looking than you, I have bluer eyes
Shut up.
than you. I'm funnier than you, I'm a better writer, singer, songwriter, guitarist, human being. I speak better than you.
Set up.
I'm not a virgin, and there was one other thing. What is it? I'm not a fucking pedophile.
That's
Ain't
a
never been
lousy
to jail.
punch.
It's a lousy
It
punch.
gets better and better. I'll get back to this place in a moment.
Dude,
Now,
you
let me
need
just
to learn
talk with
comedy.
the people
You
in
need
the
to go to
crowd
comedy
today.
school. You do
Clobbering
not
time
do comedy
here.
at all.
Alright, my good buddy Mr. Clobbering time is here. Hey buddy, how's it going?
Nope, no comedy at all.
I
Nope,
understand
no comedy
you
at
want to
all.
keep your anonymity online. That's cool, man. That's cool.
What does Eelrig have to say? What Jorrun lacks in comedy skills, he more than makes up for in his baldness. That's true. I'll give you that. Speaking of bald, I have an image to show you guys.
Cool. But you're here in person. Take that fucking paper bag off your head.
Ugh.
TCAP Recipes, another good friend of mine. TCAP Recipes is here, along with this beautiful little girl. Hi, Chef Tango, so adorable. You're a good girl. Yeah, I see you let you up the treadmill. Very nice. No shedding on the floor though. I'm not talking about the cute little doggy. I'm talking about your hairy arms. Who else is here? Big Salmon, my buddy Big Salmon. He's a man. He's a fish. And yet I understand the term mermaid is offensive.
You have no fucking comedy quality at all.
Shinskawala, buongiorno,
This guy
paisano,
sucks.
buongiorno.
Slash, are you still here? I was trying to make you a mod, but it wasn't working. I swear I thought I made you one already.
Oh, Shin is so Italian. So Italian. You know, Shin, Italians are supposed to be confident and manly,
Get an acting class. Get an acting coach. Learn how to do stand-up comedy.
So what I'm saying is, Vince Nicotro must really be a disappointment to your entire race. Ugh. Man, that Vince Nicotro, man, what a jerk. The stuff he said to poor Wes Most. Damn. He said Wes Most ancestors must know a thing or two about being lynched. I heard that, I'm like, oh, this guy's a jerk. This guy's a genuine asshole. He said that about Wes, and this was my response. But then he said Wes...
What was the response, Jorrun? Didn't you hit Nicotra twice? The fuck is this? Right, Eureka's mom? What the fuck?
Get a haircut, and I'm like, you do not say that kind of thing. That pissed me off. Why? It's because I'm bald. I think it might be, man. Oh.
Still not.
Borneo.
Still not funny.
Ember tells me that you hate guys who shave
Hi, Mandy.
their head, huh? I make this look good.
4 minutes and 40 seconds,
You
and
know
you're
what the
still
thing is?
not
I
funny.
look better bald than you will ever look. I have a fucking dent in my head. Yeah, right there. See? Right here, right here. This is the part that hit the ground when Mama dropped me as a baby. Yep. And now you know the rest of the story.
Now we know why you want to be a comedian.
Ember Infierno is here. Muy caliente. Ember.
Your mother dropped you on your head.
Amber. Or Mexican woman, no. Seriously.
Fucking
I mean-
retard.
The Mexican woman I dated had a real Spanish name. Kathleen. Ember. Oh, Ember has it. Oh, man. She's beautiful. She's intelligent. She's talented. Got that sexy voice. Got a good heart as hell. Betty's.
Okay, I'm not crazy. It's not just me. Anyone, I just noticed this. Is anyone else noticing that the air conditioning unit on the top right is shaking?
So many ways.
Oh yeah. can't
What I'm
just be me.
saying basically is that she's perfect for me. Racist. I think that was racist. I think that sounded kind of racist. Which means Lauren approves. Lauren, I'm not saying for certain that you're racist, but the way you grabbed your wallet when Mr. Gigi walked by does make you an asshole. It really
You
does.
gotta go back to comedy school. You suck.
You know, Lauren, one thing that is so amazing about you is you said Emma was your best friend, but whenever your soulmate Winnie would say the most racist things against her because she's Mexican, you'd be like, oh, you shouldn't say such things, lol. Yeah.
Yeah.
A woman says racist shit about your best friend and you laugh it off, but somebody calls you fat and you lose your fucking shit.
Go fuck yourself!
You know, Lauren, what's so interesting about the Church of God is it's full of beautiful women. I mean that.
fuck
The
yourself.
church has so many lovely ladies. And the beauty of it all is none of them would ever have sex with you in a million years. Lauren, let me be crystal fucking clear. Before any of them have sex with you, I will have a threesome.
I've been with that, put Jorrun comedy to shame. Victoria Gibbons. Okay? Yeah, the porn star, Victoria Gibbons. There's nothing more to be said, alright?
I will. Does that sound consistent? I don't care. I will have sex with 3 women at once before this. Wait, did I just say that the definition of a threesome is me having sex with 3 women?
That's 4 people.
That's
Today, boys and girls, we find out that Jorrun comedy can't count. Oh no! Thank you. That's my
Thank
time.
you.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you.
God bless you all. Bye.
Next.
That's pretty darn funny. Why the fuck is this thing popping up here? Get out of here. Thank you. It's shaking. That's his conscience! Oh, your rear guard. I fucking hate you. hate you, bro. All right. Oh, here's that image I wanted to share with you guys. So this was a set piece for the show I was working on. It's the first piece of prop set, whatever you want to call it, that I strike from the stage. This little bald guy. I pretended like he had a dent on his head, but he didn't. Jorrun wishes his head could look this good, but because he was fucking bald, I named him Jorrun. Little buddy. R.I.P. Jorrun. Okay, you guys ready to get into... It is cuter than Jorrun. It actually has like a chest, and look, it's a flat stomach. It actually has like abs. And it is much quieter than Jorrun. Yes, Eureka's mom. R.I.P. Jorrun. I didn't say R. Who said that? Hi, Ernie. Who said R.I.P. Jorrun? The mannequin is taller than Jorrun. His head is better shaped than Jorrun. It has bluer eyes than Jorrun. Oh yeah, it's not a fucking pedophile. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It doesn't even have eyes. All right, so let's get into Stephanie, the final chapter. And this is, it's depressing because Wes brings it up on the video, but I was supposed to be, I brought this up last year, like a little bit, but I was supposed to be the voice of Stephanie for the catfish. I wasn't like that active at the time. And Wes was like, hey, are you still around? I'm like, yeah. He's like, I got this catfish going and we're close to doing like a call. Would you like to be the voice? I'm just like, don't have to fucking tell me twice. So I didn't become like a part of the like troll group, but he was like sending me the chat to kind of get an idea of who this chick is and how their relationship is blossoming. And I mean, Stephanie's pretty fucking perfect for Jorrun. Hi, Shins Koala. A friend recommended I come here. I was promised burlesque. Well, maybe we'll play the dowdy brunette sketch, even though it's like the thing I hate the most, but we'll see. But yeah, I was studying so hard to try to like find this character, and I was like all excited to like talk to Jorrun, and then what happens at the end of this happens, and I didn't get the chance. Jorrun's a fucking pussy. Alright, let's get this started.
Love you.
Are you wearing your red robe?
Yeah.
Mm.
I have the hood up too.
Lisa's eyes.
I took off all my makeup so that I have just dark circles under my eyes. I don't look sick though.
Hey, Tiffany. Hi, honey. Hi, it's Perry. Yeah, this is Perry. Now, this was booked by Westmos. Westmos, yeah. Who I have a lot of problems with.
All right. I slept great. 10 hours. Have a fun day at the lake today.
Good morning. I slept pretty well myself. We aren't leaving for the lake just yet. What are your plans for the day? Sunday brunch is probably the best thing ever invented. Prove me wrong. Oh, are you really going to get me a magic lamp to match my outfits? That would be so hot for photos. I thought genies lived in bottles though.
LOL. Enjoy your brunch. I'm getting ready to see some friends soon.
No, he's not.
You can have a bottle or a lamp. Your choice. as long as you are ready to grant all my wishes when I rub, winky face.
Have fun with your friends. Which is more comfortable, and which would you prefer? I will grant your every wish as long as you rub me correctly and say the magic word, good girl. Were you ever a player before? Because you were entirely too smooth.
This is too nice. This is too fucking nice. He's getting nachos with his parents, exactly.
These compliments. He's a natural gifted entertainer. He's a player.
I mean, well, you've heard him talk. He sounds like a player. Like
he sure does.
Players will make themselves coom and then sleep for 10 hours.
Right. Exactly.
I mean, you've heard Blackstreet. Most of their songs are about cumin and then sleeping for a good 10 hours, waking up CBD push-ups.
I like the way you work it, no diggity.
I just need to vent for a second. I hope you don't mind. My friend's boyfriend is driving. We got a flat and he's completely useless. She had to check for the spare, which was flat. She had to call roadside assistance, and she is now dealing with a roadside guy. I'm sorry, but to me, the point of being a man is that he behaves and acts like a man. I wonder if she also takes charge in the bedroom. Anyway, rant over. This just made me think of you, and I wanted to tell you how thankful I am to have a real, honest, decent, handsome man in my life. I am so looking forward to coming home soon and granting your every wish, in whatever pose and position you please.
Yahoo.
Wow.
This girl is down. She's what did they say in fucking Jersey Shore? DTF? She was DTF.
He really is into him. I mean,
yeah, and why would, I mean, obviously this is, just silly, but the fact that a real man is what she thinks of when she thinks of Stephan.
That's what I meant. We're down to freelance Dom. Exactly.
Well, yeah, because he told her he's a real man.
Yeah, and she has no idea how he would act in that situation. All he's talked about is doing yoga and taking baths. Nachos. For all she knows, his ass would be sitting in the car.
Yeah, and he would be doing the exact same shit. But
exactly.
she has to big up him. It's like in an interrogation when they do the ego up thing.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, a lot of guys wouldn't even be here right now if their wife was missing. You'd be at the bar hanging out. You'd be at Buffalo Wild Wings with your mistress, but you're here because you're a good person and you want us to know where she is. So tell us the truth, buddy. Yeah. And she's doing that. She's the ego up, talking about him being a player. Mm-hmm. Talking about and so he went from being too smooth as a player to at the same time her telling him what an actual
sprinkle cake, hello,
real man he is. And knowing Jorrun and his fascination with alpha and being a dominant master, he already thinks these things about himself. She doesn't need to convince him why she thinks that.
I just read ahead.
Well,
I just read ahead too.
Did you? Why are you reading?
No, my eyes just dropped down and I saw what he said about changing the tire. That's so funny.
Why? Yeah, all right. I might have to get you a bottle and a lamp. One for each costume, winky face.
Okay. I might regret this.
Do I say good girl or good genie? LOL. Whatever pose
I forgot about the I forgot about the guys. Oh, sprinkle cake. I'm so excited for your trip. I know, it's very hard to board your dogs. I've done that for Gypsy before when Jirok and I went on our honeymoon. And there's actually a video of Jirok somewhere. He dropped her off. I don't know if he went live or he just made a video, and his ass was crying, I just dropped off Gypsy. And then this song came on. I was like, the fuck? But it is sad. But it's great when you see them, when you come back. That's the best part, is when you come back and they're all like excited to see you.
Right, please. We'll start with you on your knees. ... You can vent to me if you need to. I do know how to change a tire. I have a spare with air and a AAA membership.
That's what made me laugh.
Don't get drunk with that, Ilrir. Don't get drunk with that wrench power.
Yeah, I can change a tire. I have AAA. I can call them. They'll be here in like 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah.
But I'm a little chilly. Mind if I wear your coat?
While we wait. But there's a 2-hour wait for them to come and change the tire. Is that okay?
So Jorrun wants to be.
Sprinkle, I've never been to Branson. I've never been. I've always been told to go.
Wrapped in her shawl while they're standing
have a
in the
good time.
street waiting. I would handle all of that. And I am not making you pump gas when you are all dressed up nice. I am a gentleman, especially in the presence of a lady. Aw,
It's a lady.
that is maybe the sweetest thing you have ever said to me. Nini, thank you. Soft kiss. I am glad you are thankful.
He thinks he's so tender. He thinks he's just so fucking suave and just, oh my god. Soft kiss. Oh my god. It's so cringy.
I just can't wait to see you and spend.
You're gonna be there for a week? Ah, man. I'm starting tech rehearsal soon. I can't chalk my ass up there. Gotta put on a show. Well, I'm not in the show. I'm backstage, but I still love it.
Time with you. Just curious, what is your idea of a romantic date?
A bottle and a lamp? You really know how to spoil a girl. We finally made it to the lake an hour later than we wanted, but I'm glad we're here. I love how you handle things with passion, and I think a man who can't stand up for himself makes me angrier than anything. What gets your blood boiling the most? What makes you angry? Don't spare any details because I love the thought of you enraged at someone, as long as it isn't me.
Oh, you want to see Jorrun rage? See, now that makes me think of my favorite Jorrun content was his director's commentary of the fucking teaching your children about the Church of God. It's like, all right, guys, now this is when I get real. That is real visceral anger. What the fuck he says. I get so mad at Jorrun. So we know that's not. Who knows? But that's not how Jorrun rages. If it is, I think Stephanie will be very disappointed. I can't picture Jorrun being legit mad. He can't. I don't think anyone's ever really, from what I heard, no one's said anything about like being like enraged. I mean, upset, yes, when he's upset, he boo-hoos to Wes. They're picking on me. Ooh. Yes, Aaron E, the deleted. That was, or he like, that possible. Or his anger is like very like passive aggressive. He's just like, you said it wouldn't be a troll.
LOL. Did I tell you he makes her pump gas
Am I too loud? Please tell me if I'm too loud.
too? It's so crazy. It's like she's the alpha in the relationship, and it's not at all what she wants. She's gonna end up cheating on him to get what she wants elsewhere.
How isn't that a red flag? Saying, she said alpha.
It's sad when people stay in relationships they have no business being in, but I know that feeling all too well. I want a gentleman in the streets and a beast in the sheets. I want marks of truth.
Go fuck yourself, Ilrir.
Okay, I'm just gonna start with that one. I want red marks and bruises so I can wear them with pride.
Oh.
Why only a soft kiss? I promise I won't break if you're a little more rough. Haha. You know why my marriage ended, but why did your 5-year relationship end? Are you two still close? I just can't imagine someone letting a man like you get away. As far as romance for me, it's not a location or specific thing, it's being with the right person. I went to some of the most romantic locations in the world with my ex, but there was no romance there. If it's the right person, you could be at a used bookstore, and it could be the most romantic thing in the world.
Yeah, they're writing paragraphs. I mean, it's been a while for me, but online dating, when you're leaving like paragraphs, that's like a good sign, right? You guys are really trying to get to know each other. But then it's like that point where you could do this in person. I know she's like out of town, which is, you know, for the help of the troll. But to him, this should be a good sign of, hey, this person really wants to get to know me. She's telling me a lot about herself, which she doesn't give two shits about, but she also compliments him a whole lot. She talks a lot about him.
What about you? Also,
Stephanie was in Florida.
when
Yes,
am I going to get a
she
new
was out of
selfie I
town.
asked for? I want something personal just for me.
Yeah, see, and then he doesn't give anything. He demands, we all know this. This is not breaking Jorrun news. But he is not and I bet he's like that if he ever has been with a human being. He's not a giver. Yaha! Hello, evil little McNuggets. But he has no interest in pleasing a woman. He just wants to be pleased himself. Like, he's the guy that expects head but never gives head. That's not how that works, people.
Make those eyes sparkle for your sub, Winky.
So many things make me angry. Entitled people.
Yes, Eel Reared. That's like one of my favorite parts of the Mac and Cheese chat log, when Mac and Cheese said, I want a picture of your O face, and he sent a picture of him. I think he was wearing like this leather jacket. He was like, I think he was like cupping the mic a little bit. He was singing this song. Like, it looked like he was singing The Sound of Silence, like the hard rock version. It's like, that's my O face. When I perform, I make love to the microphone and all that bullshit. And she was like, nope, that is not what I want.
People,
Nice try.
People who never take responsibility, sociopaths with no empathy, people who don't follow the golden rule. Remember that?
Jorrun loves following the golden rule. I follow the golden rule, okay? I think he really meant the golden high heel toe shoe.
From the apology,
Yeah.
I like to follow the golden rule.
Follow the golden
People
And
rule.
he doesn't like sociopaths.
He doesn't like
Go
sociopaths
figure.
or people who don't take responsibility. This is the man who 3 weeks after getting busted for everything.
The golden rule, I think he truly believes himself to be a nice guy. Lamondre, hello. Yeah, his douchery is very comical. But the golden rule, he just thinks that he's just a nice guy. And those type of people that play that nice guy trope, like that's a slippery slope, because a lot of times with that nice guy trope, they're like the biggest assholes because they think that they deserve to be with the person they want to be with because they're the nice guy. And when they reject that person, they're like, they become total shitbags.
He was back on YouTube as Steer Music.
Melina DS is the best.
Melina DS is the best.
That was so ridiculous.
People who don't follow the golden rule. Our civilization has gotten pretty selfish over the years. She will cheat on him for sure. Different kisses for different occasions.
to say that? Did you mean to type that? Those words?
A soft kiss
Not Tyrone.
to let you know I really care about you. A hard kiss to let you know I want to.
Oh no, you left out a word. Okay, so I got it.
Fuck you.
Fuck.
The relationship ended because we grew about. No scandal, no drama, just grew apart. We were friends for a long time, but she's just not the woman I fell in love with anymore. I so agree. It's all about who you are with, not what you are doing. I want to learn more about you. Favorite color? Song? I know you said you love nature walks. Where do you like to go?
That's so surface level. What's your favorite color? What's your favorite song?
By the way, I assume you aren't coming home in the next few days. I hate waiting, but I really want you to have a full vacation if you can.
Yeah, please, let's drag this a lot more because I'm not gonna pursue this anymore.
I hate entitled people. Responsibility is also huge for me. So is the lack of empathy. Actually, everything you described is basic sociopathic behavior. Describes my
favorite song, Hunger Strike.
My ex to a T.
Yeah.
He was all for himself and his image. He cheated, he lied, and he lost my trust. Once he lost my trust, there was no going back. For once, I just want a man to say what he means and means what he says. So I'm glad I waited until I found one. Oh, okay, I like those kiss descriptions.
He has to take those steps backward because it's too much for him. He clearly doesn't know how to deeply connect with someone other than that surface level, like, acquaintance type.
What kind of kiss will you give me when we meet? Sorry to hear about your relationship ending, but I had a saying I used to use with my ex when things got bad. We can either grow together or we can grow apart, and obviously we grew apart. It happens. How long ago is that? Are you fully over her, or do you still miss those old days? I am 100% over my ex, and I'm glad he is in my rearview mirror so that I can keep looking ahead at the future. I keep asking for a selfie, and you're ignoring it. Shouldn't a master
Totally
keep his genie
ignoring
happy? It's so lonely in my bottle, and I need inspiration to keep me here. Haha. My favorite color is red. My favorite song is Take On Me by Ha'aha, or One Bourbon, One Scotch, One Beer. I have heard it a million times because of my dad. It does not look like I'm coming home this week, but I will know for sure when my dad goes back to the doctor tomorrow. I hope your night is going well. I miss you.
Aw, you really are so sweet. Since you call me master, I will work on getting you a personalized photo.
He'll work on it? What is he gonna do? Like Photoshop it and do a bunch of filters like fucking Jesse? Yeah, okay.
Something I really like. You haven't given me
Something I really like. He's gonna go to the glamour shots at the fucking Fallbrook Mall and get like those things that I totally did not do when I was in middle school.
a shoot update lately.
Glam shot
Wink
pictures?
face. At least you know I am not a greedy master, or I would have wished.
Yeah, Aaron, he probably doesn't even know about fucking filters. He could totally like try that for a while, but at least that would give him like a little more of the person. Like, okay, you sent me something, okay, let's keep talking, but then when it comes to meeting the person face to face, you don't look like the picture, buddy.
For a lot more full body pics of my green-eyed genie, winky face. Oh, you told me about your. Oh, you told me about Aha. That's right. And red is also my favorite color.
Hello, one of those weirdos.
You said some very wise things about relationships there. I am 100% over her.
Why does it feel like when Jorrun gives like a compliment about something that Stephanie says that's intelligent in his mind, it sounds like a, oh, you got a big brain, don't you, you woman, you. It's just so like, It feels like an insult, like a backhanded insult.
No desire to even be her friend. Looks like it will be another week before I see you. I'm dying to hear what you sound like. Do you want to do a Skype call or anything
She was gonna sound like me.
like that? Either a voice or video chat right here was...
I was like wondering, like, should I do a voice? But like, he's never heard my voice, and when you're doing like a character voice, like, it's hard to keep it up if you don't know how long the troll's gonna be. So I was like, fuck it, I don't know.
when I freaked the fuck out. Because
just be like Kennedy. I don't give two shits. I'll just be myself. My family, we don't take shit from nobody.
this was also the point that the mac and cheese thing had gotten to before you get to a point where what do you do? Either someone is going to have to get in on this and do the voice call and know everything about who Stephanie is so that she can answer these questions, or you'd let it end. And so I talked to Joey, and Joey actually recommended Callie Slime Bucket Witch Lady.
Oh, okay.
And had to like let her in on the fact that I was trolling Jorrun.
Actually, I didn't know it was Joey that recommended me. That's pretty cool.
Again, and I needed some potential help if she was willing to get on a audio call with him.
Well, too bad we didn't get that.
Well, so you just spoiled it now. Thank you. I was going to leave it open.
Well, we knew that didn't happen.
Do we? Did we? How did we know I wasn't saving it for like a JORRLY miracle?
Well, thank you for noticing how sweet I am. But I would hope you would want to get me that personalized video because I asked so nicely. And not just because I called you Master, Winky.
Yeah.
I'm wearing black heels tonight. The new ones I got here. In a silver mini dress. We're out again. It's like...
That's your outfit, isn't
it? Joey thought your voice would be perfect to attract a pervert, Kaylee. Oh, I bet he was pissing you off. Oh, he's being such a fucking little bitch. Fuck.
What I was wearing today.
That's white pumps. That's white pumps in a chill mini dress with a white fanny pack.
Yes, exactly. Okay. I'm wearing black heels tonight. The new ones I got here in a silver mini dress. We're out again, and it's like nobody here ever has to work because every bar or club we have been to tonight is packed. I'm having so much fun, even if the humidity makes me want to die. Yes, it looks like another week or so until I'm back. I don't want to do a call when I'm here because I'm never alone, and it makes me uncomfortable because they're so in my business. One of the negatives of having a close family is that they want to know everything. It's why I'm happy with my parents being almost an hour away at home, LOL. Maybe I can steal some time to send you a voice memo or something, but I'm going to need you to be more sharing.
I took this like very seriously. I told my husband, I was like, hey, like I booked this like spy job or some shit. Some Mr. and Mrs. Smith shit. I don't. Now, would you be okay if I speak to this Jorrun guy as someone else? He's not gonna have my phone number. It's gonna be someone else. He's like, yeah, that's fine. I don't care.
With my needs, if you want yours to be taken care of, Winky.
I was actually starting to get irritated with him. Because he just keeps asking for things.
Yeah.
And not giving anything in return. And I even gave the whole speech about entitled people.
Yeah.
And, you know, like how her husband just wanted and wouldn't give anything in return.
Yeah.
And he said he needs to work on getting her a personalized photo. Bitch, take a selfie. Go to that corner mirror and take a selfie. Like, it's
Mirror
so
in the
weird.
kitchen.
He pushed back so hard on sending her anything recent.
He was probably going to take one of those pictures of
There
him
it
singing.
is. That's it. That's the original O-Face pic. Singing a cappella. People have been singing their whole lives, don't even sing a cappella.
Sign it. Just Stephanie.
All my love, S.
Right, exactly. exactly.
It was really starting to, and like when I took over the Sheila catfish near the end there, I get irritated with him because he is so fucking selfish.
Yeah.
And
Honey, listen, this role is the first step to stardom. I'm already hearing Oscar whispers for this project. Steven Spielberg is set to direct either him or Westmos. Jorrun can't take a good picture to save his life. He just, he's an ugly.
I'm sure if you asked Jorrun why he doesn't have a girlfriend, he would say because all women don't want a nice guy. They don't want a nice guy like she wanted a bad boy. He would say that that's why he has no luck, is because he's just the nice guy. He's a stereotypical nice guy who gets walked all over by women. But you see right here, this woman is, no one has ever been this supportive of Jorrun and who Jorrun is. That is exactly when he blocked her. After that, he never responded again.
Yeah.
And so he cut things off. And when I tried to email him on the email address that that we were emailing on, and he had deleted the email address. And I know it was deleted and not just blocked because I tried from several different emails.
Damn, yeah. He just blocked her. She was getting too demanding. She was getting way too demanding for this alpha.
No, it no longer exists. He deleted at that moment.
That is so extreme.
That's very
well.
extreme.
So I imagine that he probably creates a different email for every person just in case, so that he can cut things off when he's ready. And because this was catfish ghosting number 3 in like 6 weeks, and then just a few weeks later he would do the same thing to Sheila.
Okay, so when he cut off Stephanie, he went on to Sheila for a couple of weeks.
He was already back with Sheila at this point. So like there were a couple days earlier I asked him about loyalty. And that was because he had already reached out to Stephanie again and like made up an excuse about why he was so down.
Yeah, because she asked for a picture like more than once within a couple of messages. And he's so insecure about what he looks like. Or he just can't get past where he got to with Stephanie. As far as like, I mean, with the catfishes, like he tends to go so far, which is not very far at all. And he just ends it. Like, what does he think? That no one's gonna like him for his personality? He thought he was so good looking when he was young that no one could ever like him. Because he's not physically attractive, or he's not thin. He can't, well, he can't meet anyone in person. Once it gets to that, like, the point where it's like, okay, either shit or get off the pot kind of thing. Sheila was even worse. I haven't listened to the Sheila stuff in a really long time, but he was very demanding of her, too. She supposedly flew out and got an Airbnb. Yes! Okay, thank you. Yes, that's right. His dink doesn't work. Jinx to most worse and Justin McRazors. Yeah. But it's like, do you really have to, like, does he think that everyone is just gonna, like, give it up the first date? Or is he saving these women? Sorry, woman. They're gonna fall in love with me so much that when it comes to being physical, they're gonna find out that I can't perform, and then they're just gonna be disappointed and they're just gonna leave me. I don't know.
And he said his friends.
He could get Viagra, or he can not be a selfish lover and do more stuff to her.
With
I mean, he's already jealous of sex toys. We know that.
With Ramona, he said
like
it was like the mom, and then with Sheila, he said it was the dad, or vice versa. And so he made up this whole story about why he'd been so down.
Yeah.
And
he probably still does have marks on his dick from riding with that sad big pen.
And he was back with Sheila after he
Forever
cut off
branded
Stephanie here. He went full force into all his attention on Sheila, and then he he ghosted her too. So the incident with his work, with the genie at Jorrun's work.
Do you think he like stopped like eating mac and cheese after the mac and cheese troll and the great downfall of the Jorrun comedy, the beloved member of the Church of God? He probably looks at mac and cheese and goes, "Huh."
Conscience. Was Stephanie felt slighted because she had been ignored and ghosted by Jorrun. So she was sending this geniegram, and that's why the genie delivers a message about, so stop being whatever and start rubbing my lamp. You could be my champ. She was slighted. She wanted to be with Jorrun, and she knew that he had this genie fetish because they talked about it. So she was going to send a genie to his work to get his attention.
Do you think it's all food, guys? I think he's also drinking. Like, that belly... That's like a beer gut, but Jorrun doesn't drink beer. That's a Malibu rum gut.
It was like if it was a romantic comedy, it would have been very sweet, but it was not a romantic comedy. It was
no.
And again, Tiffany Lockhart was not on board. Was not on board with the genie going to Jorrun's.
God, Tiffany, why are you so anti-Jorrun?
or the billboard idea I had. You also
that is true. I shoot down everything.
Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god.
Hello, Stephan. My mistress, Stephanie, has sent me here today to bring you a message because she thinks she might...
So, I'm not going to give full context here, but Wes hired some chick to be a genie, go to Jorrun's work, and do this. Other things ensued, but this was the main idea, I believe, to have this go down.
As a Cupid mission, that you and I might be able to fulfill. She asked me to serenade you and help me with the songs.
This is great.
Oh, Stephan's a jolly good lover. Oh, Stephan's a jolly good lover. Oh, Stephan's a...
Oh. And he is blocking the door so you can't see him.
Jolly good lover. Oh, Stephanie will not give up.
It's not on the West Coast, outdoor loser.
Hey, nice meeting you.
She also has a message for you. He's off for just a minute.
This is like also really awkward too.
Well, can I tell this person to leave? This is very strange.
Yeah, because he knows exactly what this is. He knows.
Is there a message for you?
And that's his work wife. Isn't that his work wife?
According to this person?
According to, yes, sent by Stephanie for you. Stephanie who? I knew when we met on OkCupid, I could be your genie girl, so stop being stupid. You will be my king, my master, my champ, and I'll let you read the last words yourself.
Wow. Okay.
So Stephanie has sent me here for you today, so I will leave with you with...
I knew when we met on OkCupid, I could be your genie girl, so stop being stupid. You will be my king, my master and champ, so rub on my shoulders, and stop rubbing your lamp. Fuck you, Clobber.
Oh my god.
And so that was meant to be.
Yes, Stephanie who?
The revenge of sweet Stephanie, the sweet teacher from Rhode Island who met a man on OkCupid, whose father had taken ill from too much salt, and was hoping to come back and lock eyes with this handsome blue-eyed Latino as his OkCupid profile was titled, and instead she met Casper, the not-so-friendly ghost.
I know.
So,
Sorry about
Tiffany,
that.
what are your final thoughts on how this went, how it ended so abruptly? Like, what are your thoughts on this Chatlog?
I think that this is a reflection of probably what happens all the time. I think that this is what he does. Yeah, he's like a catfish.
Yeah, he's a catfish himself.
Yeah, he's very
Ooh,
very angry about the
he could be a catfish himself, but he's being himself, but he won't meet people. Yeah, too much sodium. Yeah, he's like too much salt. His dad ate a lot of salt.
The whole dating thing, the online dating, he has no interest in the...
I love that pause. He so purposefully like put his glasses all like wrong because he thought he looked so funny.
These women, really. I mean, I think he would love to, but he doesn't. He doesn't give a shit at all.
Yeah.
So he's going to get what he wants. So just like, well, Mac and Cheese didn't really give him what he wanted, but he did get photos. With Sheila, got photos as well.
Photos and video.
He was, yeah, and he was really happy with that. And just like with this, he had that little sexy conversation where he was all revved up. And then after that, he's not really all that interested. So I think...
Yeah, sorry.
I think he just knows that it's going to get to the point where they're going to have to meet.
And then what can he do?
Yeah, he's had so many first dates that are going to be horrible. Like, they're going to meet Jorrun, and he's going to look nothing like any of the pictures.
Mm-hmm. But do you think when he's getting revved up that in his mind he's like, yeah, I can do this. We're going to meet up. I'm going to make this happen. And then, it's like, and then the next morning when he wakes up, he almost has that realization, like, I can't go through it. I was just horny. Like, I can't meet her. What's going to happen? Or was it that, when she did push back on, you want me to be your fantasy, but you can't even give me this simple little thing, was that enough to make him go, well, okay, well, if you're not going to be 100% what I want, there's other women out there, because I got one in Australia who loves me and also is into genies.
Right, I know, it just happens to be.
I know he sent older pictures of himself. I do know that. He wouldn't take like a selfie. Like, they were all pictures that someone took of him. I mean, he did have a couple selfies, but this wasn't his current body. Yeah, and that's right. And he claimed to be this like huge gym rat on his profiles, and I mean, we all know the CBD and push-ups. That's a gym rat right there.
I mean, all three just happen to be into the genie submissive thing. Like, what are the odds, Jorrun?
Yeah.
Look at those cuff little jeans. He's such a little guy. Look at the little guy.
Yeah.
Look at that belly.
I don't know.
He's so ugly.
I don't know what his purpose of doing any of this is. It must just fill in some loneliness.
Like Lauren. So that's the other question. Do you think that maybe he didn't believe any of it was real, but he was going along with it anyway? Because what's the alternative? He's going to sit at home and be bored?
Yeah, I think he's going along with it. I don't think he's thinking that this is a catfishing situation. But he's also, just because he's been doing this obviously for years, and it's always turned out badly, that it's not, he doesn't really invest any type of real interest or real emotion, to any of this, because he just knows it's going to be bullshit anyway. Somehow it's going to end up, yeah.
And if there were any final words you had for Jorrun, in his pursuit of finding that his perfect genie, what would your words of advice?
Wow, he really has a hard time focusing when he's performing. His eyes are going everywhere, anywhere but where the audience is. It's just going from the side down, other side down. He is very insecure.
As a female, as a woman, what would your advice be to Jorrun?
Jorrun really just needs to keep doing this. I don't think he should be meeting anybody.
As someone who is kind of short as well, that looks like 3. he had to roll those 3 times.
So just keep, because listen, you're spending $200 a year, right? Isn't that
300.
the budget?
He's too proud of himself to buy the shortcut jeans.
300. Okay.
Yeah, 300.
300 a year. And this is what you're getting. This is where you're at your best because you don't have to prove yourself. Your dick doesn't work. And this is where you're really shining. You can be the bad boy. You can be the one that they're going after. Doesn't have to offer.
And he's even chubbier now than in this video, Clementine.
Anything, yeah. So this
was his first form of fat.
This is, I think, where he thrives.
I'm fat shaming Jorrun because he has very high standards when it comes to women. He constantly would talk about people's bodies. He hated fat chicks. So that's the only reason that I'm really going in on him. He claimed to be this gym rat. Oh, he's doing so many great things to his body and getting better. That's the point. It's not size in general for me. And for anyone in this community that makes fun of him being fat. You gotta dress for your size. Yeah, exactly. And if you want to work on yourself, then work on yourself. But you know what? That's the body you have. Just buy some clothes that are gonna... you can tell all that shit doesn't fit him. We love chubby kings. We love bears. I love me a bear. But Jorrun's a piece of shit, so that's why, him and Jesse and Lauren, they're just... I still say when he looks in the mirror, he sees himself as Enrique Iglesias. Okay, cool. Awesome. Thank you. Okay, so this is the end.
It's already
so fucking hot in this room. I hate it.
50 plus, perhaps, at this point. I can't remember.
And there's nothing wrong with his age being 50. There's nothing wrong. Or I'm not...
remember how old
he's 50. Yeah, he's been 50 for 2 months now.
Okay. Yeah, so he's 50 years old. He's never going to get anywhere. This is it. Stay on OkCupid and do your thing.
Yeah, Sprinkle Cake, they're so much more fun to cuddle with, you know? You ever seen Dizzy Cinderella and she puts the tiny shirt on Gus and it rolls up? That's what's happening to Cookie Puppy Pie! Stop it! Not Gus Gus! Not Gus Gus!
Subscribe.
Shit.
Thank you so much for watching.
Dead eyes. Dead eyes. I love Gus Gus too. I do. I love him so much. And they're feral in bed. I'm sorry if that's offensive to anyone, but it's true. I'm not gonna argue there.
Please hit the notification bell to never ever miss a video. See you next.
Alright, that's enough of that. Okay, so I have a palette cleanser. So I've talked about my old job a little bit. This is just something completely non-Jorrun, but I've been obsessed with watching like Karen compilations, and one of my old employees at my old job, she like FaceTimed me, and so I worked in customer service, worked in the massage industry, I was the assistant manager, and I hated it. I hated it. But there was a woman that I wanted banned so badly because she is a piece of shit. Is the femme Jorrun? What? Get the fuck out of here. Your wrench is out. You don't deserve that wrench. Because it's so pristine. But she FaceTimed me and said, hey, I have something for you. You flew way too close to the sun. How dare you? And they have this woman on video freaking the fuck out because she was finally told, hey, you can no longer bring your children, 2 children, in for your massage. Like, it's against the rules. And she broke so many rules. But this was recorded. Now, this can't be shared in, like, any social media because, you know, it's, you know, a business. It's a corporate business. So I thought this would be a fun place to share it. Okay, let me find it. I'm actually gonna pause the background music. I do have to I do have to mute certain parts because of names. But who doesn't love a good Karen meltdown?
You're welcome. All right, bye.
Okay. So it is a video. Let me know if you guys can hear it. It's a little quiet, but it gets louder.
You're welcome. All right, bye.
I've been a customer for 12 years. 12 years. This is wrong. I'm in the worst pain ever. I'm fucking go psycho on somebody. I'm canceling my membership. This is wrong. You know,
The sip of the drink is my favorite part.
you know what? I'm gonna go live right now. No, this is wrong. This is wrong. No, get the owner on the phone. I will.
You're more than welcome.
I have so many.
to speak to her.
Get her on the phone.
I'm unable to do that at this time.
No.
She's unavailable.
Oh, she is crying. This bitch. Ugh. She's like a Jessie. She thinks the world revolves around her. Nothing else matters but her. She's very inconsiderate.
This is so wrong.
Yes, Cookie. Yep.
I'm in the worst pain of my life right now. I even called this morning at 10 o'clock.
Victoria, I understand.
No, you don't. No, you don't understand.
Can
You
please-
don't understand.
please
No, you don't understand.
Victoria,
No,
I'm
I'm
in
in so much pain.
It is time for you to
I'm
go.
in so much pain.
I'm
It
very
is time for you
sorry,
to go.
and I completely understand your
No,
frustration.
you don't understand.
Victoria, I can't have you acting like this in a business. So
You don't understand.
Ma'am, it is
Victoria,
time for you to go.
Unfortunately,
You don't understand
you're
my
gonna have to
pain.
leave. Victoria,
You are not welcome back, Victoria. It is time for you to go.
You don't understand my pain.
Victoria, it is time for you to go.
come on. I'm very
And
sorry.
they do this in front of my children too. You don't understand my pain.
Victoria,
So don't tell me
it
that
is
you
time for you to go.
understand. I'm gonna find the owner.
Just gonna make that.
But it is time for you to go.
Don't talk to me like I'm crazy. You have no idea the pain I'm in.
No, ma'am.
You have no idea.
I'm the manager. I am
Yeah.
the junior assistant manager, and this is just, it's inappropriate.
And you know what? I don't even call here to make appointments because you guys make me feel so uncomfortable. You know that?
Well, right
Like,
now,
that's
you're
why I do
making
what I
me
want.
feel uncomfortable.
No.
Victoria,
Please leave. Ma'am, you are not welcome back.
you know what?
Close the door, Tyler.
Close the door.
I was recording that, by the way.
Fucking psychotic.
So yeah, that's my old job. It's not ice cream on the way home behavior. It's not. And I love that it was very small, but she said, I'm going live right now. This is wrong. This is wrong. Like, she's a horrible person. She's a horrible person. Without getting into, like, you know, details, she got what she deserved. And she showed her true colors on that fucking day. Twist, Kaylee was a lady screaming. I don't have fucking children. Ew. Gross. But that was a little palate cleanser. Bigger twist. Kaylee was one of her kids. And she was the one going ballistic. I mean, obviously the two girls that were there, who are quite young, by the way. She's yelling at them like a fucking crazy person, and they are completely just very professional. Train them well. A biggest twist, Kaylee, I was the one on the phone, yeah. They told me, like, heads up, this chick is about to come out and be fucking crazy. So, but it was the best day of my life when I got that phone call. But anyway, so I got a couple things. No, Clementine, unfortunately, I didn't see it live. It was recorded, and they were both very excited for me to see it because we all hated this woman, but I had a personal vendetta to get her off the membership. Taking your kids to a strip bar and yelling at the nude women, how dare you do this in front of my kids? I don't either, Aaron. The sense of entitlement, yeah. Okay, so we can do two things. Whatever you guys would be in the mood for, I'm down. I could continue with the apology calls. We're on apology call 3. So press 1 for the apology. Press 1 for the apology call to continue, or press 2 if you want to listen to the director's commentary of teaching your children about the church accord. 1 for apologies, 2 for director's commentary. Oh, Wes, that's cheating! You guys are all cheating! No apology series, please. Damn. All right, let's see. I'm getting a lot of... I do believe there are a little more 1s than 2s. Hi, Michael Mendoza. I'll say 1 for Squeaks. Okay. Well, she let me on a little bit too. I understand both ways. I know. I don't even know how to do a fucking poll, but let's see if I can figure it out. I don't even know how to do a poll, guys. This is stupid. Do I have to do it on my desktop? Let's see. Yeah, right, Squeaks? You're funny. Eelrig, you're so fucking funny. I live in an Amish commute, whatever the fuck. Okay, let's see. Community moderation, participants, activity, send feedback. Why won't... I don't know how to deal with it. Alright. Well, fuck it. I think I saw more ones than two, so we'll continue with the apology calls. Okay, apology call 3.
On July
Wes, like, do you like hate the apology calls, Wes? That's like everyone's favorite. I don't believe in the democratic process. I think I should get whatever I want whenever I want because I'm daddy's special little man. You're a special little man. You're a special little man. Okay, and I think I actually might start painting at this point. Hold up. What is that? Stop! Please tell me this guy right here looks like fucking Jorrun. The blue shirt, live, catch a pred wanted, porta potty fun, teacup. Why does it say teacup? I did? What the fuck? YouTube rules. $3. Hello. Hi, it's YouTube. If you play the apology series, you are banned. Who is Jason Blaha? Well, that's a bore. That my fucking alert box didn't work. I'm gonna re-add it. But thank you for the donation, YouTube. But I'm gonna go with what the more people were wanting. Kaylee, if you have to join a band if she plays the apology. Kaylee have to join a band if she plays the apology series. Oh no! Yeah, YouTube really wants that director's commentary. You guys really put me in a... They really put me in a bind here. But I'm already at the apology call, so that's what we're doing.
6th, 2020, at 11 a.m. Pacific, Jorrun called West Most. Jorrun had some sleep, and more time to reflect on his actions.
Okay.
Was Jorrun telling the truth about the genie video on YouTube? Would he recognize all of the people he hurt? No, once again Jorrun would fall short in his apology. He would have to do it yet again. This was the final call before Jorrun would record his now infamous apology. The date was July 6, 2020.
I probably will do the director's commentary just because it's my favorite. I think I've done it like 3 times, and I did it once with Heisenberg. But I don't know, maybe I'll ask a buddy to do it with me or something.
Hello.
Okay. Good. So, so now...
Hello, Rachel D. Yeah, it's a lose-lose situation for me, whatever happens. So.
You had a night...
There's always next time.
Before we get to the script, you've had a night to kind of, reflect on everything and look back. And I want to start off by asking you again, is that video privated or deleted? Because I've looked at a lot. I talked to my ad guy, with the ad sales team, and he got with the YouTube team. He works for YouTube, Google employee, and there are deleted videos and there are privated videos, and there are sometimes times where a video is deleted and it'll show a different screen, but it's never going to show a screen saying that the video's been privated.
Okay.
So right off the bat, that's not going to look good.
Gotcha.
So I'll ask again, was the video privated or deleted?
When Jorrun's caught in a lie, man, he really does turn beta. Okay, thank you. Yes, thank you very much. Any Jorrun content is bad content, so in the end, it really doesn't matter either. Either way, our nights are ruined. That's true.
It was deleted. I'm willing to turn on my Skype and you can see my screen itself.
Was it privated originally?
He is a child.
Yeah. It was privated first, then deleted.
Was it privated when you told her you were deleting it, Jorrun?
I want to answer. I want to remember so I can answer honestly.
I think
No, you want to think of a lie.
With the side, I think you just told me that you told her you deleted it, but you really privated it for your own reasons. And that
It
kind
was
of stuff.
already privated, then it was deleted.
Jorrun,
Was that a confession?
Yes.
you told her you were deleting it, but it was privated, correct?
It was privated before.
Jorrun.
Yes.
I really don't want to argue semantics with you.
I understand. It's completely deleted, Wes, is what I'm saying.
Listen to what I'm saying. This is a game you won't win. What I'm asking you is, were you telling people that it was deleted, but you had in fact privated it, then later when you went to try and delete it, maybe now it's still showing privated, but at one point you were saying it was deleted it, but you had privated, correct?
As soon when she asked me if it was deleted, I deleted it immediately.
Jorrun,
yes.
Here's the problem. What you're understanding is there's receipts, and what's going to happen is people are going to come forward and say, well, he told me at this time that it was deleted.
Yeah.
And then if you're saying that you deleted it when you talked to Tiffany Lockhart, well, then that would mean that there would be a timestamp of when you told her that. So if those things don't match up, Jorrun, do you understand what I'm saying? If you were telling people earlier in the day that it was deleted, but what you're saying it was actually privated, and then you didn't actually delete it until you spoke with Tiffany, that is a problem.
Okay.
And is that what happened? And I keep asking, and you're dancing around it, and that kind of tells me the answer. Because it's a very simple question I'm asking you. Were you lying about it being deleted earlier in the day and then deleted it after speaking to Tiffany Lockhart? Yes or no?
You're not going to like my answer.
He couldn't.
He
couldn't be a man and just say yes. He's like a little kid who got in trouble by his parents. His dad's got the belt ready. Daddy Wes is ready. But he still can't man up and be like, yes. Instead of, you won't like my answer.
Yes or no?
I don't remember for sure.
Yep. So he still can't do it.
It happened yesterday, Just Stacy. You have to remember. It was yesterday. You know, and I think okay, yeah. So the answer is yes. So Jorrun, why would you do that? Why? So
I privated everything.
Thank you, Clementine. This is actually the Lauren Identity's cat, Klaus.
And when
nope. You were told.
Adulting sucks. It means that. It means that with integrity, we don't lie.
Told that it was offensive. You were told that it was that what you had done was basically sexual assault. And instead of deleting it, you privated it.
He doesn't see it that way.
Was that so that you can listen to it later, Jorrun?
No.
I think the size don't lie, and I think what you're saying is yes. Because why else would you have kept it? If someone told you, "Hey, that video,"
what'd you miss, Allison? Not too much. Just Jorrun. Just melting into beta some with 4 West.
Video that you downloaded off of off of Pornhub. It's actually a 14-year-old. Would you private it or delete it?
You have a gaping hole on Pornhub.
Okay, but
Bye.
since it was just Tiffany Lockhart, and how offensive is it? It's a genie. We know what the video was for. And no amount of excuses are going to make people see it any other way. So the fact that you would private instead of immediately deleting makes kind of the rest of the apology when you're saying, I've realized what I've done and I've learned.
If anyone would like me to paint their pets, you can email me or hit me up on Discord. My Instagram is on my channel in the description if you want to see some of the ones I've done. Just let me know.
Learned this and I've learned that. How true is that when you were told this is offensive. Go ahead. So what did you do? You privated. What happened? So tell me kind of the timeline of when you woke up yesterday and then you figured out what was going on and then you started privating. I want to hear that.
Okay, let me check Skype.
I was gonna paint your cat and your dog, Wes. I was thinking the other day, I was like, man, I don't have any other ones on deck right now. But I do have yours. But I'm gonna be honest, some of the pictures that you have posted of your pets aren't that great for me posing wise. Like there's something that I'm not seeing that I'm like, they're definitely paintable. They're adorable. But some of the pictures I'm like, I need something a little better. I really need to, I need to see full face. Yeah, you suck at taking photos, Wes. That's pretty much what I'm saying. Full face is perfect. I mean, the most like full frontal you can get of them, the better. And if they're doing like if they're doing like a cute little pose or something that's like unique, that's where I'm like, yes. Needs to be face to face. Yes, the cat, the animal picture need to be face to face.
So I can give you a timeline. All right.
Oh, you're sending over your Eureka. Is Eureka a pity? It's okay if they're not, but as a pity mom, I do love painting pitties.
Me.
Ah! My paint, girl, my paint.
Let me see here. I'm looking at the message that I sent her at 5 p.m. before she contacted me, where I first.
That's okay. Listen, what I'm saying. The timeline yesterday when you woke up, because we spoke. We had spoken even on 4th of July when I was kind of messaging. You're like, this person's grasping at straws. They got nothing. I'm going to bed. You want to talk about it? Call me. That was kind of your attitude. It was pretty cavalier. Like I don't really want to entertain this anymore. This is bullshit. Yeah. If you want to talk about it, give me.
And for a painting, if you want like the actual physical painting, it's super cheap. It's like $35.
Give me a call, but I'm not going to sit here on the phone with you going back and forth. And maybe to you, it made it sound like you've been vindicated. But to me, that kind of made me think there was something more. And that's when I looked at the video from what you were calling a troll, because your attitude, you had no interest in watching the video. If someone made a video about me, saying what I called lies, better fucking believe I would watch it, because my intention would be to make a response to it. And your lack of desire to watch it told me that there was something I needed to go and look at. You didn't want to address it.
I ran from it like a coward.
Yeah.
I ran from it like a coward, straight up.
And, when all of your content is about making fun of cowards and how Lauren is a coward, when faced with the exact same thing, you did the same thing.
Yeah.
And that's got to be pretty eye-opening to you.
Okay, that needs to
it really is.
So take me back. Saturday, 4th of July, America's birthday, you go to bed feeling vindicated. This video had come out. Your friends, quote-unquote friends in the community, had chased this person off, had their video removed, and as far as you were concerned, it was done and it was going to be over soon, and you'd be back to TCAPing and doing your thing the next day, or Monday, maybe Tuesday it would all blow over and you'd be back to doing your thing. So Sunday morning, now I know in between Saturday and Sunday, that's when the link and the Google Drive and stuff was sent out. So take me back to yesterday morning when you realized this is wrong, and then what your process was.
Let's see. What time did you contact me at?
It wasn't me when you decided that it was wrong. It had nothing to do with me. screenshots are going around, Jorrun. Yeah. I know that at some point earlier in the day, you decided, okay, well, this is wrong. And
Ilrig, are you calling Jorrun an American? Is that what you're trying to say? Is it just coincidence that Jorrun's downfall came on America's birthday? As a true blood patriot, I have questions about Jorrun's loyalty to Lady Liberty. Well, of course, she's a lady. Yeah, of course he's loyal. Bad joke. Yeah, it's the owner's fault when dogs behave in certain ways.
And I'm asking you what happened, because I know that someone sent something to you.
Yeah, just for that, the wrench needs to go.
You saw something. You didn't wake up and decide, oh shit, what have I done? Someone told you, like, hey, there's some stuff out here and it doesn't look good. And it wasn't me, because you'd already decided that when I talked to you.
Who did originally tell me?
If Lady Liberty had a high ponytail, none of this would have happened. I believe that.
Must have been someone on Discord.
You know, I've got a little time. If you need to go to Discord and look at it, because that's what I'm curious about, Jorrun. Like, I really feel like I'm looking at the apology, I'm listening to you, and there's a disconnect, and that disconnect is going to be it's going to make your video as disingenuous as the Lauren apology. So I need you to go back and figure out when you realize it was wrong, because that's going to be a question that a lot of people are going.
Wes, did you mean Lauren's apology or Jorrun's April Fool's Day Lauren apology?
I'm going to ask.
Yeah, I can tell you this. I don't know if it's relevant. So I'd sent the message of apology to Tiffany at 5
p.m.
and p.m.
Okay, that's
yesterday.
That's nothing to do. I mean, that's you sent.
Okay, so you meant Lauren. All right, that's what I thought at first. But when Slash and Squeaks played the fake apology, I was like, and I heard that, I was like, huh.
That apology after being talked to by several people, correct?
Well, no. What I'm just trying to timeline.
Okay, the mac and cheese.
You're going back. I don't want you to work backwards from the video. Let's not talk about that video for right now, and let's go back, like I keep asking, to when you decided, when you woke up and it was like, oh man, what have I done? Because I know that's not what happened. You were still feeling vindicated when you woke up on July 5th. You were still feeling good. A little shitty because you had been catfished, but you were still feeling pretty good. And
I'm trying to figure
something
out
happened. Jorrun,
don't interrupt
something
him.
happened. It was one thing. You know, like if bombs started falling on your city right now, you would remember the first one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you remember what happened. It was yesterday. Please don't do the delay tactics with me, dude. My kid knows even not to do these with me. They don't work. I don't need to know who the person was, but what happened and what time was it yesterday? Because, Jorrun, these receipts are going to come out. If you don't get ahead of this, like I told you Friday night, it's going to turn out much worse. And you didn't listen to me. And it's funny because the one time you did listen to me,
Jorrun would have turned on America for a Cape Verdean woman with a high ponytail. You may think a grown man cooming on coupons and making embarrassing content is a joke, but do you know who doesn't think it's a joke? The fucking FBI. And you would know that, right? You know, you would know that, Ilrig. FBI.
you did a stream with Kennedy and made a lot of money. And then you start doing shit on your own, and maybe I really don't know what I'm talking about. And that hasn't quite worked out. Friday night, I gave you the best advice anyone was going to give you regarding this, without even knowing the entire situation. Jorrun, get ahead of it.
Yeah.
You didn't listen.
You didn't listen.
You're right.
You credit me for knowing how to deal with trolls, quote-unquote trolls, but then you didn't listen to me. Because it would have been more embarrassing for you to admit
Yes.
those things. But how much more embarrassing is it now? Because now there's a drive out there. So people aren't waiting for an explanation. They're waiting for you to explain the things that they already see.
Yeah.
So, again, yesterday morning, after you woke up and had your Fruity Pebbles or whatever it is you did,
Yeah.
what was it that happened so that you knew I fucked up?
I'm trying to figure out. I'm going through Discord right now, trying to
Jordan,
figure
you
out
don't.
who first
I
contacted
just
me.
find it really hard to believe that you're saying that you don't remember what you were told or who it was that contacted you that alerted you to, like, hey, this is much worse than you let on to.
With my memory, especially when I'm in panic mode, everything becomes a blur. That's me personally.
Well, I have a lot of
It's
experience
maybe
with
very
crisis
different than
mode.
you, but I.
But you've had all morning. You had all yesterday, and you're going to tell me you don't remember the first message that said, like, hey, this is more fucked up than you said it was.
I've been concentrating on nothing other than the apology.
Okay,
wanting
all right,
to
go
do
back.
it,
Go back to your
trying to.
Discord. I'm gonna wait. Go back to your Discord and find the message because it'll be there. So.
Sure. Okay, you contacted me yesterday at 1:24 a.m. with Jorrun gets Tiffany Dak out of sexual fantasy.
What?
And then
I contacted you at 1:24 a.m.
my time.
yesterday.
That's what it says yesterday. And then you mentioned at 6:37 p.m.
Hold on. I contacted you at 1:24 in the morning. Where?
Skype.
And I said at 1:24 a.m. What?
Huh? You sent me the link from Mac and Cheese saying Jorrun gets Tiffany Dak out of sexual fantasy.
Oh, it was not the link. It was a screenshot, correct?
Yes.
And you said what?
And then I said very cavalierly, this person is grasping at straws. I did that sketch months ago. And I said,
I can't hear you.
bed.
What was that?
Oh. So I said very cavalierly that this person was grasping at straws. The
Very
sketch has been up for months
cavalierly.
now.
You kind of blew it off,
And
right?
then-
And then you went
yes,
to bed.
very much so.
There was
Yes.
you
And-
weren't concerned. There was no concern. I
Yes.
could tell.
Absolutely. And then yesterday you said at 6:37 there have been people more supportive of you. That ends today.
No, there have been a few people, but okay, dude. I'm asking you about the morning, because by the time I know, Jorrun, I keep reminding you,
yes,
screenshots are floating around. I know you were contacted earlier in the day, Jorrun.
Yeah.
You said it was.
Like, he's not getting it. I think he truly believes that Wes is still in his corner and, like, no one else is bringing him more information about this. That's what I'm thinking. Like, he just is not getting it. Oh, you sent me an email? I got it. Thank you for all the options. Oh my god. Oh my god. So cute. I love puppies. Oh, that first picture is perfect. That first picture is perfect. Thank you.
Was in your Discord, and now you're telling me about what's in your Skype. I need you to stop hiding it. You're telling me what happened at 1:37 a.m. and then at 6:37 p.m. Jorrun, do better. I know.
Fucking remember.
You don't need to remember what's written in your Discord.
I know. I'm searching now through messages I got yesterday.
How many messages was it a lot of people real supportive of you, telling you that this was just a troll and just to let it go?
Yeah, there was some of that.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. I feel like Jordan's the type of guy that doesn't like silence. That's why he does the Okay. I think he's very uncomfortable with silence. Which is why he doesn't shut the fuck up. That's true, Clementine. He thinks they're boys. We are the boys. Yes.
Okay, I woke up around 1 p.m.
Oh, lucky you.
So it should be sometime around there or later.
Oh my god, this pause is... It is awkward, this silence. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe I'm the one that doesn't like silence.
I see fucking nothing. I talked to about 5 people. Let me check.
Jorrun, okay, so then okay, no, I need you to tell me that, because I don't know.
Yeah, he's in like panic
I guess
mode.
you want the receipt to come out first, and then you can admit to it later. What happened yesterday, Jorrun, when you suddenly realized that everything that you'd been told from the night of the 3rd, and then all of a sudden on the 5th, you decided, okay, yeah, this was wrong. What happened? No, Jorrun, I'm asking you, what do you need to see? You don't remember yesterday at what point you had this come to Jesus moment, and now you realize that everything was wrong. Everything that you had done was wrong. It just a light went off. You didn't talk to anyone?
Let me see.
Holy fuck.
Dude, I have a shitty memory.
I'm going to remind you. I'm going to remind you again. If you raise your voice at me, this is not going to end well for you. You'll notice how calm and measured I am.
You are. I apologize.
Like that is your last warning. Do not raise your voice at me.
Okay, my personal frustration level.
Your personal frustration level is with you, and it's not a reflection. And it's not a reflection of me. And the only person trying to help you in that right now is me. So if you want that to end and you want me to just go ahead and make the video and I'll just tell the story my way, we can do that. Yell at me again.
Yell at me, why don't you?
Oh, did you hang up on me?
No, I thought you disconnected me.
I didn't disconnect you.
Okay.
I don't do that. I don't play games. I don't yell. I don't scream. I don't hang up on people. I don't do that shit. I'm a man.
Right.
I handle things like a man.
I appreciate that. I know Mini Syllables reached out to me yesterday, and she said she would like to do an interview with me.
Okay, what time was that?
Okay, let me see. We are looking at...
I love it. Like, Wes is on it with the questions, and I don't think Jorrun's ready for like to actually answer. It's like, oh yeah, I know mediums. Not medium. We have a medium syllables now. Mini Syllables wants to do an interview. Okay, what time was that? Let me check. Yeah, who's the Dom, Jorrun? Who is the Dom here? This is not Dom behavior, Jorrun.
4 p.m. and I had just gotten up.
Why would it take you so long to find something that happened at 1:04 when you said yourself you woke up at 1 o'clock?
Because I was going through Discord and this was Skype.
Okay, and what did you and because I didn't know about this. What did you and Mini Syllables discuss?
Yeah, I was going to mention this to you today and get your opinion. She said maybe you should do a response video. I was thinking about that, and she said she would like to ask me and interview me, and I said, okay, I would think about it, and she says I will be unbiased, and...
Lance? Yeah, who the fuck is Lance? Lance? Is he from the Fast and the Furious movies? I don't know, probably. That sounds like a Fast and Furious character name. Lance.
You could do it privately if you feel comfortable.
Freelance.
Well, I can put it on my channel.
What are your thoughts on that?
I think it's a good idea. She seems to me to be someone who
Yeah, Eureka's got it. Freelance.
would be unbiased. She says, oh, I definitely have feelings, but this way you could get your thoughts out there. I told her the apology video was my priority, but I was definitely considering it. I absolutely wanted to run it by you before I did any sort of interview, because you have a much clearer head by far than I do.
Well, in my opinion,
I'm surprised you didn't make a dick joke just then.
I think it's a good idea. I think you should come ready to be much more truthful than you've been with me when we started talking about everything. And no, I think it's a really good idea, and it also gives you a chance to apologize to many syllables right there during your interview, because I've heard you say things to and about her before. And
Yeah, that's it. You have a much clearer head and a bigger one. Yeah.
Do you have daughters who are also a part of the community?
I don't know.
Hi, Asbury Bread.
You know she has daughters.
Pretty sure her daughters have been a part of the community and have been on things. And just imagine her daughters listening to some of the things that you said about their mom.
Shit. May I ask you a question for your opinion?
Yeah.
Was that the quote you meant, Ilririg? But may I ask you a question for your opinion? You said consideration.
Okay, this may not be relevant at all, but because I am serious, very serious about getting my head together. Today I called my insurance company, and I got a...
You really think Wes is going to give a shit that you made one small step to getting help?
A list of referrals for mental health practitioners. I need help. I think I have a lot of things related to women.
Like, that's a good start. If he really did that, cool. That's a good start. But I think most people, I'm one of them, believe that he probably either made the appointment and just didn't go, or he had one appointment, he went, and that was it. I'm going to go with option one, to be honest.
Women in relationships that needs to get straightened out. And obviously, you know what they say, the result of your best thinking brought you where you are now. And I don't want to be where I'm at now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's something that
But you are, Jorrun. You are. You're still there.
Personally, scares me. I did have meetings with like a shrink almost 20 years ago. It was helpful. But one thing I never discussed was issues.
He ghosted his therapist when she wanted a picture ID. That's it. That's what happened. She asked one time, okay, I'm going to need to see your proof of insurance and your driver's license / ID. I wonder, because each time I've gotten a new license when it expired, you take another picture. Like, is there an option to, like, not get a new picture? I wonder, because there's an option to not. I bet Jorrun has not changed his weight on his card, because there's an option you can be like, oh, do you want to update anything on, you know, what you physically look like? I'm sure he's just like, oh, no, it's fine. I'm good. I'm still under 200 pounds. But you have to take an updated picture, right? 6 foot, 185 pounds. Damn, that's tiny. Oh, without a new pick? I was 15 when I got my first license.
With women in relationships, and I think that's way past due. And I'm not running anymore.
I mean, I think it's a good idea, but I think you'd be doing a disservice if you
I think that makes sense, because it's not a driver's license.
didn't also mention the children.
Well, then you're fat, Ulrich. I'm sorry.
That
That's so mean. I can't even say that with a straight face. I don't know. It's okay. I'm fat too. Don't worry about it.
because
I am going to discuss everything with them.
Yeah. And
everything.
You know, I did look at the apology, and I know that's something that you brought up about the getting some,
I'll just tell you, I definitely weigh more than you.
you know, mental help, and I'm sure people will applaud that, but
Yeah, I thought I was kind of skinny too, like six foot. I don't know. When I think of like people that are like 6 foot, like but I don't know. It's guys. Guys are wait, they're so different. Like when it comes to weight.
how many times has that been promised before?
Yeah, well, of course,
Bastards.
you were thinking the same thing I did with, you know, Lauren Armstrong going, oh, maybe I need to get some help. But
what was that line?
I've already called. Oh, I said, you're probably thinking, what?
No,
the famous Lauren going, excuse me?
Yeah, well, yeah, I was saying what was the line. I'm not familiar with it.
I believe when Chris Hansen says, what should you do? He says, maybe I need to get some help and get off the internet.
Oh, okay.
And my thought process was, so I actually called, got some names, left a couple messages. It's COVID, so they'll probably be distant, but that makes no difference at all. And I want to start doing this ASAP. Because to me, it's not enough to say, oh, I can do better. No, I want to fucking prove that this is a priority.
Prove to who? The community? Did you think that you were going to be welcomed back after you went on your little break? What do like celebrities say? Like, oh, I went on a retreatment. I went to this spa clinic and I got better.
Yeah, I mean that's let's discuss that.
Wes is not buying it.
But I really want to know about this day yesterday and when it was determined, when you decided that what you had done was this horrible, you know, awful, no good, very bad thing.
Yeah. I love that story.
So I woke up at 1. I sent a message to Tiffany at 5.
Okay, that was 4 hours later.
Yeah, and so I'm getting closer to actually pinpointing. Okay.
Because what it seems like to me, Jorrun, is that things became awful as they were brought to your attention.
To him, they became more awful.
The children thing ever would have been brought up until...
Not a juice cleanse.
I sent you that.
He's just going to shit his pants all day. That's pretty much what any type of cleanse is. You're just going to shit your pants.
Let you know that I'd seen it. And with your genie fetish and everything else, that's unacceptable. And then you were like, you're right, that's unacceptable. I'm disgusted by it.
Yeah.
How genuine is that?
I did.
So you talked to many syllables and probably... No, go ahead and say what you were going to say. You did what?
I've done a lot of reflection, and I need to do a lot more about how much this fetish has ruled my life and in some ways ruined my life. I have been unsuccessful all my life.
Oh man, Ulrich, I bet you really lost a lot of weight on the gas station sushi diet. I've never done that personally, but I can see you getting some good results on that.
With keeping a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And there's something fundamentally wrong with me. And I won't get into what I think the causes were or something because I don't want this to be a soft thing, but there is something fucking wrong with me when it comes to everything from relationships to fetishes.
His genie fetish did it ruin his life, Clementine? The mini-syllable interview, he does kind of lean, because she asks, like, has this fetish ever hurt a relationship? And I believe he says yes, in some way, not in a way that's probably like exactly 100% true, but I'm pretty positive he said that yes, it has kind of ruined relationships. And then he got confused about the difference between a kink and a fetish, and he blamed it on Minnie.
to my interactions with women, and this is the very best way I know to actually do something about it. I threw out a lot of porn yesterday.
Why would you say that?
Well, you didn't need
What?
to know that, but
I mean, he tells on himself. I threw out a lot of porn today. You didn't need to know that, but why did he say that? It's an yeah. It is it. It's a. He can't without that genie fetish. I still think he can. He can only get like half mass. But yeah. Bitch, where's all that porn that you fucking throw it out? I think he seriously just like put it in like a fucking CVS bag and just like tied it up and just like threw it down the garbage chute or something.
it's true.
Do you like want to know where? Like why are you asking Ilrig? He needs to know.
Could you admit that it didn't
He
become
didn't throw
horrible
shit out
to you until these things were individually pointed out to you?
Yes. You didn't realize it was really...
Ilrig just wants to know for reasons. All right. Do tell.
in my face in a way I ignored him.
Well, honestly, like, that's what I thought too, Clementine, that he, like, deleted, but deleted, but he said throughout. I know he's, like, an older dude, but if it really was, like, online porn or, something on his computer or whatever, I'm thinking he would say, like, I deleted a lot of porn today. No, he threw out a lot of porn. He had VHSs, I'm sure he had magazines, DVDs, 8-track tapes, beta, whatever the fuck. He had it all. It is so weird. It is very strange. But for his time, Ilrig, like, having physical porn, that was the only way he could have gotten it. And I bet he didn't even, like, know, like, about the internet, that it was possible. I said it before, it was that fucking episode of Family Guy when Quagmire found out that you can watch free porn on the internet. And he was never to be found for, like, months. I remember physical porn too. I mean, my older brother, he had little magazines, and at Tower Records, they had like an XXX section. I remember they were there. I'm going to the Hustler store on in Hollywood. They had everything.
I'm like,
hold on.
Yes.
Because you said you knew that the children thing was already bad.
Yeah.
Well, because you're a fetus, Ilrir. That's why it's so alien to you.
That wasn't thrown in your face. You were aware of that one already.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say most people in society don't need to be told that that's bad because you know that already.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that in particular I'm asking you about because you already knew it was wrong. When the other stuff...
Just can't image on having anything on tap 24/7.
Stuff was pointed out. You didn't go and pull that stuff down. But once it became clear...
Pornography Viewmaster slides.
that you were going to need to address it, how much time did you spend...
God, there's that movie, Pearl. There's a scene where someone shows her, like, the first, like, porno ever made. It's so silly. It's so silly.
Deleting
and it's actually like the real one, like the real, like, first porno ever filmed.
Privating accounts and that kind of stuff, Jorrun.
I deleted so many things off my hard drive. I got rid of physical media
Jordan,
everything Genie related.
You're giving me fluff. I'm asking you a very direct question. When you knew that...
Your first Genie. That was your first pick? Maybe you are Jorrun. God, that role really suit you, didn't it, for Jesse?
An apology was going to need to be made, rather than getting to work on the apology.
Stop it, Mike. The first porno was Thomas Edison fisting a horse.
What did you do? Scorched earth, right?
I mean, yeah, the first porno was probably, cave painting. I'm talking like film.
What do you mean by that? I think I understand, but I mean, you were
know
just like,
exactly-
okay,
you
let
know
me just get rid of everything?
Exactly what I mean. Yeah, prior to making the apology, you're going to go and get rid of any incriminating evidence. You're going to private things, you're going to delete things, and then you're going to say, I've learned...
Michael Mendoza, you're killing me. Telsa did it first, but Edison was the first to copyright horse fisting.
that I was wrong. But what you first did was, what your real first intention was not to make amends.
Oh, Eels
It
into
was to
piss?
further insulate and protect yourself so that nothing else could be found.
It was panic.
But
Absolutely.
like you said in one of your own live streams, you've used the name Jorrun for 20 plus years online. That's a lot of stuff to try and go and delete.
Gone. Deleted.
Yeah. It was a huge amount.
So what I'm saying, and the reason why I bring this...
What's huge? What is huge to Jorrun? What do you think a huge amount of porn? Because he said he threw it out. It's definitely... like we said, like VHSs, DVDs, the sticky magazines. Ugh. The first porno was God watching Adam and Eve. Why do you think he made them? Come on, folks, grow up. It's so stupid. It's so dumb.
So before we get to this apology, do you think... now that we're discussing this and you're admitting that, you know that these things weren't horrible and awful to you until they were individually brought up in your face, would you say that this was a genuine, sincere apology, or that maybe it needs another rewrite?
Betamax, yeah.
It's a genuine, sincere apology. And I've labored over it, and I've tried to be as honest as I can.
Yeah, but was the serpent part of the three-way or the apple? Maybe that's where Jessie got her butthole apple theory from.
What's your...
Ilrig, there's a fine line between being stupid and clever.
Your opinion of that?
Or clever and
stupid. What do you think my opinion is of that, Jorrun?
I have a feeling you're not going to agree, even though we went through it.
We went through it. And I wanted you to... What did I tell you last night or this morning before you went to bed?
You told me to delve deep.
You do, Ilrir, because I'm stupid. Hello, you know that.
Deeper into the Christian angle and how it was raised.
To the Christian... Okay, I'm sorry. I
started... going to bed, what did I say before you went to bed?
You told me to delve deeper into the Christian angle and how it was raised.
So he's saying that Wes said to Jorrun to go towards the Christian angle and to talk about how he was raised and brought up, like, this is not, none of this is genuine. Speaking of Christian angles, oh boy. No thanks. But this, if it wasn't for these apology calls, I don't think that. I think even with the, without the apology calls, people would still see through his bullshit, because that fucking Genie sketch, that was very damning. That was a real fuck up for him. Not that the flirting was bad, was like not like light anyway, but I think people would most likely, I mean, hopefully not now. I mean, I definitely see, like, if someone's being a fucking creep or fucking piece of shit, it gets called out pretty fucking quick. And I appreciate that. But God, we are blessed to have these calls because we really hear Jorrun's weird dichotomy.
When you were going to bed, what did I say, Jorrun?
I'll look it up.
Look up the Christian angle.
Okay, your Christian upbringing, how you reflect on it now, and how you managed to live with it before.
The last comment I made.
But you said you knew it was wrong before. I know it's late, so get some sleep and message me tomorrow.
Keep reading.
So get some sleep, message me tomorrow when you have had some time to reflect and give it another edit.
Okay. I wanted you to reflect.
Yes.
I wanted you to think, because when you're saying in this apology that disgusts me that I've done that, it's repulsive, it didn't disgust and repulse you until 6:37 p.m. your time yesterday when I sent you the screenshot.
Yeah, this is like the backstage director's commentary. Not director's commentary, but this is the backstage stuff that we really wanted to hear. God damn it.
Right?
I was just making one excuse in my mind after another.
Oh God, Jorrun ruined the community for the rest of the creeps. I promise you, the creeps are still around. The creeps are still a fucking round.
So, yeah, that's kind of true.
Okay, so is that sincere? And the reason why I know it's still not a sincere apology, I'll tell you that the women I've quote-unquote flirted with are of legal age.
Yeah.
Get the word flirting out of here. You were propositioning.
I did.
This is the last thing you sent me. This was the one you sent me earlier.
Hold on, excuse me. Oh, quote-unquote flirted.
There was no quote-unquote flirting. You were propositioning women.
Yes.
And then you say, but I've hit the like button of girls. Yeah, girls is a little misleading, because I can call...
I mean, Chupa Grandson is still here, guys. I mean, hello, obviously.
call Tiffany Lockhart a girl. I can call Kat G a girl. Betty is a girl. You are hitting the like button of children, and that needs to be said.
Okay.
He was so hoping for that to not.
I mean, because until you can admit that these things were pointed out to me, and after the fact, I'm disgusted by it, or these things weren't disgusting to me until they've been pointed out, and that's why I'm going to get help. This is still just fluff. I wanted you to, just like when I kept asking you about the video yesterday, I want to give you a chance to say, okay, well, I privated it, I lied about it, so you're saying you spoke with mini-syllables at...
Anyway, yeah, let's get back to the Christian angle here.
1:04, so 4 minutes after you woke up, you started talking with mini-syllables. And then I'm sure there were other conversations had throughout the day. I've seen other conversations had throughout the day. So you'd already known that this was offensive and that this was going to get tied back to your genie fetish, and people were going to have an issue.
Well, I mean, the cow pill stream, there were a lot of dislikes, but there weren't really any complaints. So, what's your point?
With it, but instead of deleting it, you saved it.
I put it on private like a fucking moron.
That, you know,
or I deleted it later.
Blaming stupidity.
And here's the thing that I feel like is even more stupid. Like, he could delete it off YouTube, but he can still have it on his fucking computer. Right? He cannot keep it to himself, Clementine. It so takes over his life. Like, he can't feel any type of sexual ting, whatever, I don't know. Unless a genie is brought up, or any type of magic lamp, gold shoes, high ponytail, bangle bracelets, and fucking hoop earrings. I don't think he still had it on his computer and he was trying to figure out how to download it off. Really? Which I find so stupid because it should be saved on your computer first anyway, right? I mean, like, excuse me? Baking powder? That, I mean, yeah, unless he was stupid enough to just, well, it's on my channel forever and everyone's gonna love it, so I'm just gonna save space on my hard drive and just delete the whole recording. I mean, it was all voice, right? I don't think I've heard it. But I can't remember if there was like I don't think there was a video or anything, right?
Is never okay, and you're saying you put it on private for several hours until you were told you need to delete that shit. And then it was like, okay.
That's really the most damning piece to me. He knew it was wrong. He can't plead ignorance. He knew the person who was his victim found it offensive, and he still kept it. Yes, exactly. I mean, that's sick. That is really sick that he kept it privated. Like, that's some, like, evil shit to do. He probably still does. He probably still does, like, prick his meat to it, and it's really fucking sad.
Okay, I'm deleting it now, but earlier you were saving it. Whether you could bring it back later or whether it was just for your own listening pleasure, you saved it.
Absolutely.
That's not here on your apology. So I'm asking you again, Jorrun.
Yeah.
Even after we went through your day yesterday, before I asked you to let's get to the apology, you still believe that this is a sincere apology? That you left it. Did you leave it all on the field, Jorrun? Is it all here?
Leave it all on the mats.
Like I said yesterday, if you feel like you're giving too much information, if you feel like you're sharing too much, then you probably aren't.
Gotcha.
And you know from looking at this that you left a lot of pieces of this puzzle out. And if you're not going to put it here, guess what's going to happen?
Right.
Everyone's going to come. I could show you my Twitter DMs. Everyone's going to come for it because every story I do, anything that gets done, people come forward with lots of receipts because they want to make it into the video. Whether it's anonymous or not, they want to help. Because this doesn't match up to what I was told. I was told these were deleted hours earlier than this says they were deleted 4 hours later, and now it says privated. And he kept saying that he deleted it, but now he admitted first he privated it.
Yeah. I privated it. I asked Tiffany, I said, I'll take it down if you want, and then I changed the message.
Hold on.
Yes.
Wait.
I'll use the
He said to Tiffany that he'll take it down if she wants. What the fuck did you think, Jorrun? Do you think Tiffany's gonna be like, oh my god, but like that skit is so amazing? I mean, you shouldn't do it. You shouldn't. Like, everyone needs to still hear that. There's no. Did he really ask that? Did he really ask that? Do you want me to delete it?
same quote that I use for Muse. Yeah. When you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything. And you're doing a lot of, I'm trying to remember, I can't recall, I plead the fifths. That's not a good sign. That tells me
Yeah, that's what he hopes.
I know this is not a sincere apology. And if you want to record a non-sincere apology, that's fine. That's on you. But you can't expect people to not do a reaction to that, especially with all the receipts floating around out there. Now, if you give the full thing, if you put it all on the field, then there's nothing for anyone to analyze. There's nothing for anyone to say, yeah, but this doesn't match this.
Yeah. So what else do you think my apology needs right now? What is my glaring lack?
What do you think? I think it lacks sincerity.
That's what I was just gonna say. Any type of sincerity, like, at all.
I think it lacks detail. I think you're still glossing over. The thing about the kids, I said, you need to go dive deeper into that, and it's still one sentence. I hit the like button of girls who are way younger, and then you go on to that, disgust me, it was repulsive, and you spend more time talking about your Christian upbringing, which you should leave that. But the part about liking...
Well, I mean, Jorrun can't write. I mean, we've seen his skit scats, we've seen his stand-up comedy. Like, he deep down knows that he's a shitty writer. Well, and he's not a sincere person. He probably doesn't feel or see empathy, like some of the things that Stephanie was bringing up. And he could also be lazy. He's wanted, because Wes is a good writer, like, oh, well, I'll have him just write my apology because everyone loves Wes and he'll say the right things.
The button of children who are way younger. This wasn't...
Non-fraction distraction. Fraction distraction.
A one-time thing. You need to allow...
Here's the thing. Clem asks, do you think he knows he's a shitty writer? I agree with Eureka. Yes, he's lazy. But God, I had something, but I kind of lost it. I think because he believed if Wes wrote it, then people would believe him. Like, people who have like Lauren, Jesse, Jorrun, all the locals who like have this inflated ego that they shouldn't have, because they're not talented. And people who have talent are like the complete opposite. It's self-deprecating. It's you'll never be good enough. Stop. Ilrig. All right. Get out. Get out. You're in timeout. You're in timeout for that one. Yeah, Justin McRazors, exactly. He truly doesn't see anything wrong with his behavior. Because Wes kept asking him, like, when was the moment that you realized that your behavior was terrible? That didn't help you. Get out. That did not help you at all. Free Jesse. Oh yeah, Go Beach murderer has been found, guys. Toxic gossip train. Toxic gossip train. So stupid. Colleen Ballinger is a predator. Why is it okay for her to do inappropriate things with minors, but when I post a shower video or a nude, I get in trouble? Oh, Jesse. I got a good ending for this stream. He realized it when his channel was under attack, so he's so transparent, which makes this hilarious. Yes, absolutely.
Elaborate on that. You need to go deeper into that, and because the image isn't going to be there, the image is not going to be used on your video, but you need to discuss that these women were dressed in the style of something that you fetishize, because you're not saying that here. You need to say you need to say that these things were pointed out to you and you blew it off and thought it was nothing.
Chris Hansen doesn't care. Chris Hansen doesn't care about the real predators. He's so obsessed with me.
And that when more things came to light, then suddenly you felt the need to apologize and address it. But in the beginning, you wanted everyone to ignore it. Because if you really do want to help people, if you really do want to help one person...
Wes, this sounds like a lot of work. You know, that makes me think of the original American Pie when, I can't think of the actor's name, but he went by Chris, Oz, Stryker, whatever. He was getting into the choir to try to pick up chicks, and like all the guys were like, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, I'm just gonna play the sensitive angle, just listen to what they have to say and shit, and then it's all gonna be good. And Stifler's like, I don't know, man, that sounds like a lot of work.
And so that they don't do the same thing, you'll lay out all the bullshit that you did in the beginning that you could have avoided this with.
Oh yeah, and Jesse is more famous than Colleen Ballinger, by the way.
Gotcha.
That'll actually help someone. Because you needed to face it. The minute it came up, you should have faced it. But you were like, nah, I got friends in the community. I'm beloved. I'll be all right.
It's beloved, Wes. It's beloved. Get it right.
You're right. You are right.
Yeah, no shit. I've been right this whole time. And you ignore and ignore and ignore, and look where we are.
Yeah.
If you would have been honest with me from the beginning on Friday night, I could have helped with that too. But now that cat's out of the bag. The toothpaste is out of the tube. And there's no...
Yeah, Jorrun really thought that he was so... thought of so highly in this community. That his fans deserved. Hi, Jason Spears. His fans deserved an explanation. And if he gives the best apology ever, because, you know, when have YouTube apologies ever failed? Then they'll forgive him. They will forgive him, and he will be welcomed back with open arms. Can't let your fans down.
Getting that back in there. So now you have to manage
quality
this.
content.
I don't know your story. You do. I don't know the timeline. You do. I don't know how you actually feel about this. You do. But if you need me to tell you how to feel about it, that tells me there's a completely other issue going on. Now you know you can look at this. You can look at this and tell the areas where you are not being sincere. And if I need to highlight them with red fucking pen, that's not going to make me happy.
Oh my god, that would have been amazing if Jorrun sent Wes the apology and then Wes like physically printed it and like a teacher went through it in like red pen and then sent it to Jorrun like, they're my corrections. You get a D- for the day. Okay, Illyric, calm down. I can attest when you start to get 10, 11, sometimes 12 views on your videos, you know, it kind of goes to your head. You feel invincible, but you're not. You bleed like any mortal, Jorrun.
This doesn't have to be short, but it does have to be complete. And it does have to be sincere. Or no one, you might as well not do it and just delete everything and focus on your music channel. But even then, you know this is going to follow.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
So I say you take another crack at it, and I'll say it
Ha ha ha, was that an egg joke?
one more time. If you feel like you're sharing too much or giving too much detail about the things that you've done, then you probably aren't.
And you know what it is? I've been concentrating too much on avoiding humiliation instead of just doing the right thing.
Jorrun, are you already not humiliated?
This whole problem. I am.
Jordan, are you not already humiliated?
Completely.
So how much worse do you think it'll be when you make some bullshit excuse? How famous is the mac and cheese video, Jordan? Why do you think it is?
Probably a lot more views than any of Jorrun's videos or live streams, and the mac and cheese video got taken down.
There are videos called Top 10 Worst Apologies on YouTube.
Still are.
You don't want to make that. You don't want to make that.
No.
Oh, because Jorrun is such a beloved member of the YouTube community that does he truly believe that he's going to be a part of the top worst YouTube apology videos? Lawrence mac and cheese video got mac and cheese was Jorrun's first catfish when it came to the community, and once the chat was over, Mac and Cheese made this video to call out Jorrun and say these are the things that Jorrun has been doing. He's a predator, and no, you're fine. I mean, that's the thing. Like, Jorrun he doesn't get any Lauren or Mac and Cheese reference or anything TCAP really, except for I'm just curious or I'm not gay. I'm not whatever the fuck. I would have forgiven him if he did a ukulele apology. But here's the thing: he has a guitar. Even if someone was like, Lauren's mac and cheese video. Okay, well, he didn't get that. I'm sure I have a feeling he was the worst Lornographer. That he thought about like actual like YouTube apologies with like thousands and millions of subscribers. That he's gonna be added to that list.
I don't want to do that.
So I do have time later. I highly suggest you add. Don't take anything out. Change the words. You weren't flirting with anyone, and those weren't girls. Those were children. And and add some sincerity to it.
Well, here's the thing, Ilrirg. If he I don't know. Do you think if he fucked off, he did his apology, he deleted his channel, he's gone, deleted, and if he didn't make that Steer Music channel, would he still be lol-cowed today? He could have just fucked off and maybe it would be a fun little giggle for like a couple months, but he did not go away. He did not go away.
Some humility and some actual humility.
But I could be wrong because I still really love the original stuff. It still makes me laugh.
And understanding that these things were pointed out to you.
I do a lot more Jorrun content than Lauren content.
You knew that what you were doing was wrong, and you continue to do it, and now you realize you need help. But what were those things you did wrong? And elaborate on those things. I mean, the lying about deleting when you hadn't deleted. That's big.
Yeah, it would have been over. That's the thing, and that's that fucking Steer Music channel. He so badly wants to be beloved. He can't help himself. He didn't think that he would be found. And even Wes said to him, you know how this community works, which he really didn't. People are gonna dig into shit. They're gonna find you no matter what you do. He couldn't at least stay off of YouTube.
Yeah.
And why? And you need to tell why. It wasn't Sex Tips with Dan that you thought maybe you could bring back. There was a reason why you wanted to keep the Genie video, and I think you need to discuss it with yourself internally and then put it down on your script. And
he does need to come back to YouTube. Oh man, if there were ever any JORRLY miracles, Jorrun coming back to YouTube would definitely be at the top of my list.
Send it back to me.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you, Master. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Bowing. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
Part 4 coming soon. God, how long is this part 4? Because I might be getting a little sleepy. Oh. Well, it's like 23 minutes. I think I can do another 30 minutes. Nope, not lives. Oh, I love this picture so much. Oh, stop it, you little rear. You so mean to me. 4, 3. Okay, yeah, so it's like 23 minutes.
On the night of July 6, 2020, Jorrun released his apology video. He didn't even mean to do it.
Beards for kids? Aaron, true crime is popular with women. He could just read off wiki articles. It would be perfect. I mean, you're not wrong. I do love me some true crime shit. That's really like a lot that like what I've been watching like this past month. But he has to show off his talents. He's a singer, songwriter, he has blue eyes, he speaks better than everyone. He has to share his talents. I mean, him just reading other people's fucking work? Ugh. That's just a lot of work. Or even him coming up with any type of fucking work. Alright, part 4.
The reaction was swift and fierce. On July 7th.
Oh my god, the poet assassin. I've really been wanting my husband to read something of Jorrun's because he has that like deep voice that Jorrun wishes he had, but there's just no time.
7th, 2020, Jorrun called West to discuss his feelings.
Hello, Johnny Utah. Honestly, I can see him being alone a lot, which is fine. I mean, I'm somewhat of a loner myself, but that's like by choice. I feel like Jorrun maybe, do you think he gave up? Do you think he gave up? I don't think so. I think he's gonna try at least something, like going to the open mic nights and doing his little thing. I don't know. I'm dying to know. Honestly, I'm like, fuck Lauren, I want to know what fucking Jorrun's doing. Gave up on his dream of being famous in some way. Being beloved.
This was an hour before the interview with Mini Syllables.
Okay, great. So when we go... Okay, so we can do the Mini Syllables interview when we do this other guy.
And was a chance for Jorrun to prepare. Warning, Westmost is kind of a troll in this call. If that is not your thing, please skip this video. The date was July 7th, 2020. The time was 12:30 p.m.
You, with everything, you know, that's happened since last night. What's going on in your head right now?
Well, very nervous about the interview.
Mm-hmm.
I've done everything I can physically and mentally to keep myself calm.
Okay. What do you mean?
I'm not running away, which is something.
What did you do physically?
I did a little exercise. I did a little meditation. I smoked a little CBD.
Oh, okay. What kind of exercise did you do, just out of curiosity?
Push-ups.
Oh, all right. That's good.
I find if I exercise, if I fatigue myself a little bit physically, it helps me with anxiety and stuff.
Spoken like a true gym rat. Fatigue yourself physically so you're relaxed when you're doing an interview. Is that how that works? I don't know.
No, that's good to hear. So, were you around when the video debuted, or did you just set it to debut and kind of forget about it? And have you looked at the video? What are your thoughts?
I have not looked at any comments.
Okay.
Liar.
I've completely isolated myself from anyone online up until about half an hour ago.
Okay. And have you got a lot of messages?
Last I saw, notification was at least 20.
Wow.
So it's a lot, but I'm like, I need to
He's so popular.
be in the right frame of mind for this interview, because right now the interview is the most important thing, and I don't want to be in any sort of negative headspace where I can't do my best for that.
Yeah. Well, let's after the interview, let's talk about it, because there were some comments made. I know you don't want to read everything, but there were some comments made from some people that you may want to address. So let's do that after your interview. I agree. You should be in the right headspace. You did some push-ups. You smoked some CBD.
Yeah, right, Clementine. Like, exercise is good for everybody. I mean, Elle Woods. Endorphins make you happy. Exercising gives you endorphins. And, you know, happy people don't shoot their husbands. No. That misquote. Never mind, I already fucked it up.
Did you eat a good breakfast, or I guess it's lunchtime there, huh?
Yeah. I haven't eaten the last 2 days.
No, exercise give you endorphins. Endorphins make you happy, and happy people just don't shoot their husbands.
But don't look at that drastically, because I've fasted in the past, so it's a lot easier for me than other people.
Okay. Well, that's good. You should maybe do some content about fasting at some point that people would be really interested in that.
Yeah.
Did you really think that was a good idea? Endorphins. Endorphins. Get out of here, you're weird. Always make me feel so
All right, so this
stupid.
interview. What kind of questions are you anticipating being asked? What are the questions that make you nervous, I guess, would be the best question, and then let's work backwards from there.
I do too. Have you ever, Clementine, seen the musical? If you go on YouTube, MTV did a thing where you can watch the original cast. The musical is so much fun. And it's a musical, Ilrirg.
I think anticipating any questions about me getting aroused by underage girls.
Do you expect that question to come up, and how are you going to answer it?
I do anticipate it will come up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she's given me no information.
It's on YouTube. Clementine, look it up. Legally Blonde, the musical. It's so fun.
I don't know if it's going to be a half-hour interview or a 2-hour interview.
Didn't he ask? He asked for the questions in advance, didn't he? And many syllables was like, no, we're not going to do that.
Interview. I have no idea the amount of questions.
Well,
I just know that
in my experience, you write down 10, 15, 20 questions, and then while you're interviewing, 20, 30 more come up. I've never set a planned time for an interview.
Yes, Omega, I know. Cats is a horror movie. You like to keep digging that knife in my back. The new movie was terrible. I have made peace with that a long time ago.
But most of mine have gone at least an hour and a half. Now this is a different situation, and I don't know her interview style, but yeah, it's a good idea not to plan an amount of time that it's going to take.
Oh,
Ooh, Klaus looks so naughty. He looks like he's up to something. So precious. Yes, he wanted a list of the questions she was going to ask him, and he also wanted to take her out to a... God damn it. To a Mexican restaurant the night. Yeah, so he can call her his green-eyed princess.
No plans. This is the main thing for today, and if I have time later to do some laundry.
Okay. So if
your
asked
laundry.
that question, how
Jorrun has like 5 different pieces of clothing.
how are you going to respond to that?
I have absolutely got aroused looking at pictures of high school girls.
Okay.
Absolutely.
But that's not what I mean. You know what the question is going to be next, though, right?
Have I pleasured myself?
Sure. Yeah, that's
does he
one
really
of them.
not? Does he really not know? Have I pleasured myself? Is that right, Wes?
And then your answer would be what?
Yes.
Okay. And then the little girl, I mean, I think she looks about 7 or 8. So you would pleasure yourself to the high school girls, and then you would get to the little girls, hit a like, and then move on to find something else, or that's what the question's going to be. So, but like, why? Let's do the mock interview here. Why would you take the time? Why would you even like something like that while in a state of arousal?
Because in my bullshit thought process, which is exactly what is bullshit, I'll be like, she'll appreciate a like. Oh, isn't that cute? I'm being nice.
Like, so say you had a girlfriend, and she came in, I don't know, she came in unexpectedly to your house, and you were on the TV and you were watching Pornhub, which totally normal for
Jorrun doesn't know. Jorrun doesn't know what Pornhub is.
To be watching that kind of material. But then in the picture-in-picture, you had like Little Miss Perfect or one of those kiddie pageant shows on in a picture-in-picture. And she said, "What are you doing?" And you said, "Well, I was watching some porn, but then I also wanted to give the Nielsen rating to this show, so I had it open in a box on the bottom." Do you think she would believe that?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. So how believable does that sound to you when you say, "Yeah, I was in the middle of pleasuring myself, but then I saw this little girl and thought, you know what, I'd give her a like." She went out of her way to dress like a genie and do a little dance routine or whatever. So I would probably work on that one, because I don't know if that's going to be sufficient.
That's what's real talk, as Chuck says. The problem is, I know I'm telling the truth, but the way things are.
And Wes, how do I reach this hub of porn that you were speaking of?
In the context, it looks like I'm guilty.
Yeah.
You are.
And I want to be as honest as possible. No,
that's a good start.
Poured out my blood and. Pardon me?
No, that's a good start. So what would be the second question that you were concerned about?
I think that's the main thing. I mean, everything else is going to be.
I mean, well, there has
humiliating.
There has to be. Well, then that's it.
Sloth cat, nothing better than that.
What is your biggest concern at all? Is it that is it further humiliation? Is it what is it that worries you the most?
He does look like a guilty, if that's what you meant to say.
Because you've already done stage 1, which was the apology. So what is it that worries you most about this next part when you're going to get on with mini syllables? And I'm sure she's going to ask you some questions that are hard to answer. And you know that shying away from those would probably be the worst thing to do. So.
Oh, you were speaking as Jorrun. It only looks like I'm guilty. That doesn't mean that I am guilty.
Yeah.
Let's ease you into that. So give me some examples of.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Give me some examples of questions that are going to be hard to answer. Are there certain people that you don't want to be addressed, or was there anyone that you feel was maybe left out of the apology that you would want to address with her while talking to her?
I don't think so. Honestly, as far as the work, first, if I can just give you an update. I got contacted by the social worker who's got the master's degree.
Okay.
He talked to me. I just finished signing, scanning his documents, and sending it back to them. So I am going full speed ahead ASAP with getting it to county.
So that was going to be my. Is there going to be, an apology part 2 where you kind of show that, because we discussed it, and a lot of these guys on TCAP.
Yeah, show his creative process of how he's going to be a better person.
Would say, well, I was looking into getting therapy, and maybe now I need to. What was the teacher? What was that jackass's name who drove the Corvette? He was talking about, oh yeah, well, maybe this is kind of the kick in the pants I need to push me that direction. But then there's never any follow-up with it. And if you watch, if you watch some of the, the predator catching channels on YouTube, there's one of the guys. God, I can't remember the name of it right now. The dude's name is Neo, but he said, like, you want me to take your video down? Contact me. He gives them all information on how they can seek help in their area, and he says, contact me after, and show me proof that you're trying to get help and you're taking this seriously, and I'll take the video down. So what would you want if someone was if, like, say Mackenzie?
Ilrirg, those genies will not be in Paris. Genies in Paris? No, Jorrun's too cheap for that.
Or mac and cheese, or like
genies in a basement.
Mackenzie cheese, whatever. If mac and cheese were to contact you and say, I'll remove the Google Drive if you do blank, what would it be? Like, what would you be willing to do? Would you make a second apology where you're showing the progress that you're making, or what are you willing? Because
that's what I was waiting for. Asbury Brad, Genie 2, Electric Boogaloo.
That's another question I'm sure you'll be asked.
Always.
What is the ultimate end game for you, and how would you like this to end?
I definitely like the idea of an update video sometime in the future saying, I have been getting counseling. These are the steps I've taken. I think that.
Why not Genies in Paradise? Maybe.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
I would not shy away from that.
Okay. And so, yeah, you'd be willing to update the people on your progress as you go through with that, and I'm sure people would appreciate that. What is something that you don't, what would it be? What would make you want to?
Genies in perish, as in they eventually perish. Because of Jorrun.
Terminate the interview, or what's going to really turn you off if you get asked about it? What's off limits?
I don't think there's anything, which is very easy to say because I have no idea what's coming. Well, not no idea, but I
would think of
from what she's.
Oh, go ahead.
Hmm?
No, go ahead.
From what she's told me, it sounds like she wants very much to be impartial and fair. It's not a shock interview where she's going to sandbag me. She's going to try to be as, let's say, Mr. Spock-ish, even while she, of course, has her own feeling. Of course. I really want to do this. I will tell you, I have been going through thoughts of completely terminating and closing my YouTube account. I'm very glad I did the...
He really considered it. Yeah, Mr. Spock-ish? Is that a Star Trek thing?
Apology, and I'm glad I'm doing this interview. What happens after that, I would wish that it never gets...
He said wish!
Talked about again. But,
is that one of his 3 wishes, you think?
That's not super realistic.
So if she asked you...
I would hope that people either leave me completely in my life and hate me, or reach out in a practical way.
If she asked you a hypothetical...
Practical way, what does that mean? What does that mean?
If she asked you a hypothetical, like, what would you be willing to do to make this all go away and never be spoken about again? Do you have an answer prepared for that? Because people love asking hypotheticals.
I absolutely don't.
Oh yeah, you gotta get those hypothetical. That's almost like being asked, where do you see yourself in 5 years at a job interview? You've got to have the hypothetical.
Yeah, that's probably it. Send a little pic And he'll be like, oh, okay, I'll answer a question. So there's still the big question of what the fuck happened to Jorrun's canines. I am hoping that gets debunked someday. Someday.
Hypotheticals ready, so let's test that one. You know, I'm many syllables. Jorrun, what would you be willing to give in order to make this all go away? If you could snap your fingers, and you know, for
It's like you got rid of one, might as well get rid of both. He couldn't afford to get like a fake one.
lack of a better term, make a wish and make it all disappear. What would you be willing to do?
He had dogs. He doesn't have those canine teeth, those the fangy teeth that most people have. Oh, Clementine, you're so fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah, he's chewing on too many gold shoes. Too many gold shoes. But it's like they're both gone. Like that just shows like how much of a cheapskate he is, and he. I don't know. I get it. If you don't have, this is Jorrun, but I get if you don't have insurance or whatever. Like teeth are fucking expensive. They really are. It's just hilarious because he talks about being an alpha. That both of them are gone. Both of his little fang teeth are gone. Maybe like maybe he lost them, like the baby ones, and then his like adult ones never came out. But that's not true because he did have them for Cricket Snapper. No, Eel Rear, he had them during Cricket Snapper. There's when he's getting what's the right word to say? They're fakes? No, he had them. And I'm like wondering too, his teeth look a lot straighter like right here than they actually did in Cricket Snapper. Well, yeah, I mean, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? You know, wear fake ones, you can get the veneers. But his teeth looked really bad in Cricket Snapper. Like, they, like, slanted a little bit. Like, they kind of looked like the fur that I'm drawing right here. Like, spiky and, like, a little crooked. I think someone told him removing his canines would improve his singing as a joke, and he believed it. What? His teeth? I don't know. I bet he probably would believe it, but
I haven't thought of that. The main thing I've thought about is counseling, so I can change myself. So in future, I treat everybody the way they should be treated.
Mm-hmm.
Basic human decency.
Yeah, that's not really an answer to the question. That sounds kind of like a candy.
I don't have an answer.
Well, that's why we're doing this, Jorrun. That's why we're doing this, so you can come up with an answer. You know, like, what would you be, you know, if that question is asked, you can't say, well, I'm going to counseling. It really does sound like a canned answer.
I haven't thought that far into the future, Wes. I have.
All right, well, Jorrun,
I haven't thought past today.
Yeah, that's why we're doing this right now. You know, I'm trying to help you out here. So, if she asks you that question, what would your answer be? Because just going to counseling isn't going to make it go away, and any of those others. I know you mentioned, you know, not wanting to get rid of your YouTube channel, and you know that's understandable. What is your plan with that? What if that was the hypothetical, Jorrun? Would you, if you knew that deleting your channel would make this all go away, would you do it? Your answer would be what?
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely.
And deleting all, and never having another channel, getting rid of the music channel, just completely being gone from YouTube. Jorrun, would you trade that for making this all go away?
That would suck incredibly. I would hate to do it, but I'd do it.
Okay, then let's practice another question.
Ooh, I have it.
Okay, about
Hold up, I have the picture. Okay. Okay, so look at this. This is Cricket Snapper. They're there. But his teeth look like really separated. You gotta keep them separated. But if you look here, they look, the front teeth, the front four, look a lot straighter than this. I'm telling you, I've been thinking about this for like 3 years since the first JORRLY. I'm like, what the fuck happened to his teeth? Like, your teeth just don't get better without any type of like orthodontic, like, I mean, I had braces too. There's nothing wrong with getting braces. It's an optical illusion. Oh, stop. I mean, even this tooth right here, this looks like a silver tooth. I mean, because we know he has that back filling. I always add that back filling when I do this, his O-face painting. In a Kelp Pill Chatlog, he mentioned he got his teeth aligned. Okay. Well, good for him, but I guess his canine teeth didn't make it. They didn't make it. They wouldn't budge. So it's either have straighter teeth or have canines. What's an alpha to do, guys? What's an alpha to do? Any hoodle with a side of soup.
this one, Jorrun, why would you think
they didn't make it? R.I.P.
the things
canines.
that you've done that you would be able to come back to a community that actively trolls and hates on people who sexualize children?
I don't think.
You don't think? I don't. What does that mean?
I'm an alpha. I don't think. I just do, man. I just do.
Oh, pardon
like
me.
a statement, or?
No. It is. If you already know me.
I don't.
But
he doesn't know you. Wes doesn't know you at all, dude. His canines didn't have what it took to make it in the fast-paced environment.
That they should want me around or welcome me with open arms.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't proved myself to have the right integrity. I have no...
They don't work... Wait, Jorrun's teeth work hard, but they play hard too. Okay.
problem with people who dislike me for the good reasons I've given them to, not trust me.
Okay.
Is that another Fast and Furious reference? Il Rearg? They're like family. This is a family.
All right. And I don't.
I mean, if they're like my family, then it makes sense that some teeth would be missing.
Want to take too much of your time because I know you guys are supposed to get on the phone in 10 minutes here. But another question that may come up is now that there are comparisons being made between you and Lauren Armstrong, what are your thoughts on that? And again, I was acting as many syllables when asking you that question.
Wow, I actually have an answer for that one.
Oh, perfect. Let's hear it.
My answer is I want to be as unlike Lauren Armstrong as...
Okay, Omega, that makes sense, but it's like, wouldn't you, like what, I got mine aligned and had to remove the wisdom teeth, but wouldn't the best solution be, I'm taking this so seriously right now, guys. Oh my god. That why remove the canines when you can remove the wisdom teeth? Like, I got both mine taken out in high school. Let me see. I'm like literally like touching my teeth and being like, where does he doesn't look like he has his wisdom teeth. See, I still really care about this.
Humanly possible.
Well, you know, that,
And-
let me interrupt you there. Lauren wants to be unlike.
Or he went to, you know what? Because he didn't have insurance, he went to like a really shitty doctor, like Little Shop of Horrors type of doctor who like got off on like giving people pain, but at a very cheap price. And was just like, all right, well, if you want your teeth to be straight, like the ones that matter when you smile, then you gotta get rid of these canines.
Lauren Armstrong as well.
Or his little wisdom teeth never came out.
Oh, no one wants to be that.
Correct.
So I would, yeah, I would work.
But he's not smart enough to use flippers, though. Like, if he was smart, he would get a flipper. At least the two canine teeth that Eel was talking about, whoever he dated, didn't have teeth or something. I don't have one canine, and I turned out fine. I'm aspiring network specialist who falls asleep to Star Trek Generation every single night while spooning 2 cats. Oh my god, Sprinkle Cake, I love you.
Work on that intro a little bit.
Egbert, you did make it. We're about at the end, but I'm glad you're here.
It's a thing you don't want. You know, Lauren doesn't want to be a liar. He just needs to figure out why. You know, Lauren doesn't want to be.
Yeah.
Flippers, it's pretty much like fake. It's fake teeth, like when actors put in different teeth other than their other teeth. And in like, I know in drag terms, it's a flipper.
A lot of things. He just needs. He doesn't want to smoke. He just needs to. Blah blah blah. So.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, they are symmetrical teeth that are missing. Did it have? Oh my god. I have to know, guys. I have to know. I have to know what happened to those teeth. I cannot leave this earth without knowing what the fuck happened to Jorrun's canines.
I would work on that opening a little bit, but yeah, continue. So let's ask the question again. You know, and again, I'm many syllables. Jorrun, now that comparisons are being made between you and Lauren Armstrong, what are your thoughts on that? Looking back at your old
Yes, we need an interview and ask him what happened to your canines. I swear that's the one. If I had to only ask one question, I swear to God that's gonna be my question. I had one chance to ask Jorrun a question, and that would be my question.
content, of course. What are your thoughts on that now?
I think there were times where I was way too close to thinking and acting like Lauren.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to do my very best to change and get counseling and, most importantly, not run away from responsibility and to take blame, stuff that Lauren has never done. That's the best way I know of to not be like Lauren, is to admit there's a problem, to face it head on, take responsibility, and do the hard work to change.
All right, and let's do one more before you hop off here to get on that call.
Start calling all the dentists in Rhode Island. Maybe one of them was his dentist.
Now, you brought up
I'm thinking he had like a back alley like dentist.
your Christian upbringing in your apology. Can you explain why that was relevant? And do you think maybe any people who identify as Christian or religious in any way would take offense to that.
Yeah, but like, no, because like a chipped tooth. Like I would like bite my nails. I would pull on like plastic to like open up a top thing or whatever. You know, or like a little ketchup packet. Use my fucking teeth. But I didn't lose 2 teeth doing it. I mean, my front tooth is like a half fake because I did chip it a long time ago. But I didn't lose like 2 of the same teeth.
I don't think they would take... I haven't contemplated a way that they would take offense to that.
Well, maybe...
And you are still probably under the insurance of your parents, so you're covered.
Maybe by saying, you know, kind of like how Lauren was raised by Ma, you were saying, I was raised by Christ, so I should have known better. But, you know, maybe some people will look at using religion in an apology video as a kind of a cop-out, or you know, I maybe feel sorry for me, or you can relate to me because I'm a religious person, and is that going to be your next step? Like, well, I've accepted Jesus or Vishnu or whoever into your life, and now you're going to be this better person. So what would your answer be to that, you know, regarding people and being raised religiously?
Yeah. I have... Go ahead.
No, I was going to ask if you thought maybe that wasn't the best idea for the apology video to include that. Or...
Oh boy, I don't know.
His teeth were part of a transaction with a genie. It's like, well, if you want your wish, then I need something from you. I need your most alpha... See, I'm like already losing the character. Your most alpha asset, and that is your 2 canine teeth. And he was just like, oh, all right. But then she just took the teeth and ran and didn't give him his fucking wish.
I don't know. I do dislike people who...
Can I do the Jorrun dramatic exhale? For example. Is that it? I don't know.
Name check Jesus or anyone else. It's like, see, because obviously the predator is like, no, I could not have done this. I worship blah, blah, blah. But I just wanted to give people...
Beans, the special beans.
My background and how I was taught. Mm-hmm. And I was foolish to ignore the great advice I was given.
Well, I would ask this.
From who? God himself?
If you were able to ignore that and, you know, sexualize high school girls and below, would you say you were ever actually religious?
Is that why you're so monotone, Nugs? Because you traded your animated voice for the, yeah, hey, yeah, I'm Little McNuggets, yeah, for a fan. And you know what? I turn up for a fan. I can't sleep without a fan, so I don't blame you.
Or were you maybe playing religious?
Woman.
I was. I've changed quite a bit over the past 20 years. In some ways good, in some ways not.
Mm-hmm.
Some
but
ways
I was
good.
very super religious up till at least 25, and I still have parts of me that...
You are far from 25, dude.
Spiritual. For what it's worth, you personally have been praying quite a bit today.
It is so fucking hot. I get it, Nuggies. It's so fucking hot this goddamn summer, and I'm so goddamn tired of it.
Mm-hmm. Yesterday.
Well, that, you know, that timeline when you're saying until 20 years ago or whatever, is that going to match up to...
Oh, I do too. I sleep with the air conditioning on. I keep it, let's see, we keep it about like 65 at night, because we keep our bedroom door closed at at night so the dogs don't come in to lay on the bed because they jump up, they jump down, they want to scoot in between, they kick us. So it gets pretty fucking hot in the bedroom because we have to like keep the door closed.
Things that are going to be found online.
Yes.
Yeah, so everyone will see that. There was nothing inappropriate or untoward towards women or genie fan fiction or anything like that written prior to kind of when you broke away from your religious ideals and teachings.
Well, but
yeah, guys, stay hydrated because it's been pretty damn hot everywhere. Beans, the special beans. I let him go. I didn't know he'd stolen my beans.
The two timelines
Bang,
are exactly
crash,
the same.
The lightning
So
flashed.
that is absolutely true because I didn't even get online the first time till 1997, and
well, that's another story. Never
within
mind.
a year of that, I was out of the church.
Oh, okay.
That was another story. Anyway.
Okay. Well, that's probably an interesting story to tell all in itself. So maybe you should, consider that in the future for content along with the fasting stuff. And then one last one. What would you rate if you had to rate? Because I've heard this asked before. Looking back over the last 16 hours or so, if you had to rate the apology video, what would you give it today?
I would give it a 9.
Okay. And that's on the scale of 1 to 10?
Yes.
All right.
Now, my original one, without your help, much lower. Okay. But the one I put...
You know what I kind of realized? Jorrun, when he does his kisses, they sound like... This might sound bad. But it sounds like an asshole, a booty hole, breathing its last breath before it prolapses.
Put out at the end where I really...
So you really left it all on the field, like I said. Your coach wouldn't be yelling at you because you left them out there. You put it all on the field.
No.
All right.
Wow, I actually have some...
I avoid going outdoors so I don't get mosquitoes because I swell up really bad.
Thing to be happy about. Yes, I'm happy with.
No, yeah, absolutely should be happy about that. And do you have a joke or anything like that to lighten the mood, or if one's asked for it, do you have anything at all to give? Because you are a comedian, so.
Y'all remember when Howie Mandel posted a prolapsed anus on social media? Yes!
That's a great one. I had 2 quotes, but honestly, I was like, what if I start with a joke and people think I'm not taking it seriously?
I think a joke is a great idea. Do you have one ready?
Okay.
Well, he's Jorrun Comedy. He always has jokes ready.
I was going to do 2. I was going to do what should happen to me, maybe sent to an island.
Oh, that's perfect. What's the other one?
Because I love Anthony Palumbo, if she says how I feel, I go, I relax.
I say you open with the Anthony Palumbo and close with the sent to an island.
Perfect.
Okay.
I think you're ready. Now get out there and play ball.
Yes, coach.
All right. Yeah. We'll let's plan to talk after to see how you feel after the interview, and then get on with your day and work on those improvements.
Thank you, Wes.
All right. I'll talk to you later.
Oh my God, thank you, Wes. He truly believes that everything is going to be okay, and Wes saved him. Thank you, Wes. He finally, took a sigh.
Later.
All right.
All right.
Ah. Come on, chin strap. All right, I think that's going to be it for me tonight. We're going to close with a lovely song that Jorrun wrote, but it got recorded by and sung by Jesse. It's a quite interesting song. Play the Kennedy compilation. Yep, I'm gonna do that right now. am never doing that again. Okay, so this is big heart and bigger, big heart, bigger breasts. So you're gonna see, I don't want to give it away, but this is an actual song that Jorrun wrote. It was seen on his music stand, and motherfucking Jesse got to sing it, but it's hilarious.
Oh, I have an email if you can reach me. Only for business purpose.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Please have a fantastic night. Don't know when I'll be back. I still need to record that goddamn Jorrun song. It's terrible. I have 2 Jorrun songs and I have like 3 Jesse songs. That just sounds wrong to me. That's wrong. But stay booked and blessed, guys, and have a good night. Bye.
Please. Only for business purposes. I have a P.O. box now. Yeah, how cool is that? You can send me stuff like jewelry, cars, deeds of land, stuff like that. If you're tired of your girlfriend, but she's still pretty, you can send her to me. Make sure she's wearing nothing but a big red bow, because she's a present for me now. I'm so funny.
Big heart and bigger breasts. Who got a big heart, even bigger breasts? Don't ask me which. I like this. Must be a string on your chest. Big heart and bigger breasts. Who got a big heart, even bigger breasts? Don't ask me which. I like this. Must be a string on your chest. Perfect pillows wherever I am. With breasts that big, you can always count. My favorite thing to do is call a motorboat. Big heart and bigger breasts. Who got a big heart, even bigger breasts? Don't ask me which. I like this. Must be a strain on your chest. Big heart and bigger breasts. Who got a big heart, even bigger breasts? Don't ask me which. I like this. Must be a strain on your chest. Big heart and bigger. Will be a saint. If my words may speak true, I'm sure I don't deserve your breast or the rest of you. Big heart and bigger breasts. Who got a big heart, even bigger breasts? Don't ask me which. I like this. Must be a strain on your chest. Big heart and bigger breasts. Who got a big heart, even bigger breasts? Don't ask me which. I like this. Must be a strain on your chest. Big heart and bigger breasts. La da 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 da. La da 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 da.
Like, comment, subscribe, share. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the notification bell to never ever miss a video. I'll see you next time.